The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
にゃんち
そうだ。
テレビ
つけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ
よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと
ワクワク
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say?
People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay. I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. 15 years have I been waiting to sit up on my throne.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you! Drops, retard. Robocock. Bring out the bonus! All in
Oh, you found your moo. Good job. Where'd that come from? Oh, wow.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Remember, there are more of us.
There are more of us. There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us. There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
There are more of us.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
I hate every last one of you niggas for making me do this. Because I don't deserve this. I bring out good content. God.
Myself represented. This is awesome because I've never seen myself.
Stop it. Get some.
Shouldn't have said anything, man. You should not have said anything, man. I could have made it longer. I could have gone all night, but I chose not to. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. Why would you do it on the day after I took off, where I have all the energy in the world? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense, but it's perfectly fine, man. Bring it in. Let's go. Come on, boys. Why am I so high up here? What the fuck? What? Anyway, why am I so... Bring it in. Bring it in. Come on, man. Listen, I took off yesterday. I'm happy to see all you guys, man. It was so much fun doing Griffcast earlier. Now we're hanging out for Hypnocast, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about. So bring it in. Let's go. Look at the chat. Fucking dick emojis with a panda? Jesus Christ, man. Things don't change. They don't change. All right, guys, listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Make it happen. Like the stream. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you complain about the intro, this is literally you. So like the stream. Like the stream. Figure it out, man. Figure it out. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking today, boys? What are we checking today? Listen, man, this is it's been a day. It's been a day. It's been quite a day. Actually, it's been about 48 hours. It's been an interesting 48 hours. Just because I took off yesterday doesn't mean things didn't happen. We obviously got to play a little bit of catch up, man. But, you know, what are we doing? What are we doing? Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this fucking walking chocolate over here. Oh, my God. Get to the content. Crying face, tongue face, winky face. Really?
You. Show me them boobies.
What else we checking? Why is Sonya in such a hurry? I have no idea, man. I have no idea why Sonya's in such a hurry. What are we checking? What are we checking? Getting the Gundam check? Oh, man, I actually have some Gundam art, but, you know, I'm not going to show it anytime soon. Get the flip-flop check? Fair enough. Longer intro check? Always. World's best intro? Thank you. Thank you. Content check? Thank you very much. Tristan says, I want to see myself check? Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Bouncing K-Cup titties check? Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. What else? Petty check? Always. Intro isn't long enough. Fair. Fair. Game devs declaring war on these mofos. I honestly, when I did a video about that, that was actually pretty damn insane. If you guys missed that video, go check it out. Collective shout imploding. Good. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, how they can't get their story straight. And they're all like deleting tweets, trying to protect each other. All right, guys, listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded, like the stream. All right, guys, let's do the Big Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalist, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point, but no longer do. And people that for some really odd reason really like feet. And decides to advertise his own stream in my stream. Nice. 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 We got Secret Final Boss. We got Xavier, Killer of the Shadows, Glow-Eyed Prince, Black Tailgate, Crash Collins over on Rumble. We got Sir Lurkington, Mr. Melancholy, Monkey Man 04, Clinton Collins, Bradford 671 says, what's up? What's up, dude? We got Kevin Thomas. We got Christopher Lloyd. We got Sonia Lisette. We got Pop D. We got Soul Reaper 2078. Dev Cracker. What's up, Dev Cracker? How you doing? We got Marius. We got Sir Loins over on Rumble. We got Fluffy Murder Machine. We got CEO Kylo. We got Havoc Arms. We got Razio. We got Archangelus. We got Sierra White. We got Faye. What's up, Faye? We got Mr. Melancholy. We got Mr. Cougar 9. Tristan Shoemaker. Saku Kocho. We got Sleeping Nova. Flip Shazam. David Chen. Jose over on Rumble. We got Toxin. I got my homegirl to send me feet pics. Oh, my God. We got Melody Johnson. Joker JK. We got HXC. Saint Hugo. Jay Viper says, I'm here, but I'm a Black Samurai. That honestly makes a lot of sense when I think about it. We got 17 Crash. Kaylin, also crazy. We got Greenwood 4727. We got Anthony Dixon. Rockin' How. Valerian over on Rumble. The Voice in the Water. We got Ali Kusanagi. Lionheart. Democulus. USMC. We got Gooderdamus. What's up, Gooderdamus? Commander Sonok. Thank you, man. Thank you. We're going to talk about it. We got Xavier. We got Lucky. We got the Gaming Wolf 87. We got Ron DFK. We got Affirma's Break. We got Burst Flare. We got, who else is here? Barry Dixon Butts. We got Extra Hall. What's up, dude? We got Mike, 17. We got Black Tailgate. The True Aztec Warrior, Frenchie 07. We got the Gaming Mason of the High Priest of the Cult of McDuggins. We got Anthony Dixon. We got Cyright Joku. We got Dagon 1954. We got Felstep. Yes, we're almost there. We got Magdi, Acel Gamer HD, Greg Geiger. What's up, dude? We got St. Hugo, Talric, Ryoma, Zach and Gem GG Hub, Gamer Nurse Gale, Son of Mr. Vengeance, Hypnos Cat, John Kanji, Adair Soto, Captain Killaguns. All right, 4 more people, boys. 4 more people. We got to get it going. Let's play Brotherhood. What's up, dude? We got Neon Earth, Raven Rainfall, Winter Blacklight, Ian Christmas, Batman over. Bro, we got Batman on Rumble. It doesn't get much better than that. We literally have Batman on Rumble. Come on, boys. We got Snooty Mims over on Rumble. We got Secret Final Boss. We got Alucard, the Mervoth. We got, who else is here? Let me, Golden Apples. Who else is here? George Droid. We got Black Jesus in the chat. About damn time. We got Paul Q. What's up, Paul Q? How you doing, man? Legend. We got CJ. We got Rocky the Black Dragon. And last but not least, we got Faye again. We got Adam Juman on Rumble. We got Lights saying just found your channel the other day. First time watching live. Hey, everybody welcome Lights to the chat, man. Everybody welcome Light to the chat right now. I apologize. I played double the amount of the intro because people were complaining. And by people, I mean like one person who should be going to bed right now. But shout out to Lights. Welcome to your first ever live stream. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for finding the channel. Hope you're having a good time. We got Dark Obsidian. What's up, Dark Obsidian? My hypno withdrawal has been tamed. It was only one day, man. One day. Zeroist. Who else? Who else we got in here, man? Tanya Raven. Hank J. Wimbledon. What's up, dude? Ken Brady says congrats on 95K. Thank you, man. We got Mimi saying decided not to lurk tonight. Very good. And last but not least, we got Kevin Thomas. We got Soul Reaper 2078. And we got Havoc Arms. All right, guys, listen. I didn't get to watch Savvy stream, man. I was too busy streaming myself. All right, guys, listen. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member, and let's see who is going to get the final call-out money shot today. This is the second one of the month. The second one of the month. Who is it going to be? Mr. Melancholy saying to go down. Booty hole protected with no Black Samurai. No Booty Warrior. No oil. No lotion. No fugly bitches. ×5. By the power of Tyrone, you will cuddle with game journalists. That's terrible. Why would you end it like that? That is absolutely terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That fast? Bro, protect your booty holes, man. God damn it, bro. God damn. Low KZ 420 over on Rumble. Come on, bro. Are you serious right now, Low KZ? Man, congratulations to Low KZ. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
Like the stream, boys. Man, protect your booty hole. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? All right, guys, listen. We got a lot we got to cover today. All right, in all seriousness, I know we're having fun. I know I took a day off, and everybody, shockingly, not many people went looking for me this time. So I guess most people listened, or at least are getting used to the fact that I take off the first Sunday of every month. But that's okay. We got a lot we got to talk about today, boys, in all seriousness, okay? We got to talk about a bunch of fast topics, some of which to do with Battlefield, some of which to do with Expedition 33, right? A lot of fast topic news. We also got some pretty big news. We got one of the first ever union contracts with Microsoft from Raven Software, which is interesting. We got to talk about that. We got Madam Savvy absolutely causing mayhem within Collective Shout, basically making them implode onto each other and making them second guess and doubt their entire, stance on cuties, let's just say. We got to go over all of that because they're starting to delete tweets. They're starting to go into hiding. They're trying to pretend as if they totally didn't defend cuties. It's an interesting thing. So we got to talk about it. We're also going to talk about this interview from NCOSE, where apparently NCOSE interviewed a supposed gamer. They don't really specify. They just put gamer that is totally a real gamer, that totally had access to adult content that they totally didn't go looking for, that is totally easily accessible by children that can never see it. Anyway, we're going to talk about that as well. And we're also going to talk about how the fact that age verification seems to be getting pushed by a lot of these mainstream gaming urinalist websites. It's very interesting. Right? They're all trying to convince you. They're like, oh, don't worry. It's going to roll out across the entire internet. It's inevitable. Don't bother fighting it. It's going to happen no matter what. It's like, why are you guys saying this? It's very interesting that you're all saying this, right? So we got a lot we got to cover today. All right. And because I took off yesterday, that means we got even extra that we got to cover today. But before we do that, we need to do a segment that I don't have a clip for. And this segment is known not as the pre-stream legends. This segment is known as the retard of the day. Remember, I said I was going to be starting a new segment. We did it the other day on Hypnocast. Well, this is today's retard of the day. I don't have a clip yet, so I'm going to use this one.
Oh, you found your moo. Good job. Where'd that come from? Oh, wow.
All right, boys, we got the retard of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Let me bring it up on the screen right now so that we can go over it together. Actually, we have 3 retards of the day, by the way. We have 3. So we're going to have some fun doing this one. Okay, so people really, really, really want me to stop talking about this, by the way. Right? This is honestly why I made this segment, is because I didn't even realize until I started talking really heavily about censorship and whatnot, which, by the way, it's not the first time we've talked about censorship, FYI, on this channel. We've talked about it many times. But this one in particular seems to be a topic of conversation that people really want us to stop talking about. So I posted about this. On X, and I figured, I was like, you know what? Let's just talk about it on Retard of the Day. So this person says, you're really milking the situation for views, huh? You're really milking it for views, huh? Well, just FYI, I know this is going to shock a lot of people, but when you upload a video on YouTube, you kind of get views, right? It doesn't matter whether or not it's a controversial topic or not. If you upload the video, views kind of come, some more than others. But, if you're complaining about views, you probably shouldn't be on a platform where views are a thing. I'm just saying. But anyway, so I said, damn, you're here for another video. That's impressive. Really milking these videos for comment reactions, huh? See you on the next 10 more videos. I like how you refer to censorship as the situation. Pretty glorious. Is this a collective shout alt account? He never responded, by the way. Never responded after that. So it makes you kind of curious. Is it a collective shout alt account? Who really knows? Who really knows? We also have, again, and also the fact that he didn't even call it censorship. He called it the situation. The situation, right? Like, why not just talk about what it is? Why call it the situation? What is it, Voldemort? You can't say its fucking name, right? So we got another retard of the day. Guys, if you guys missed my video today, we got a lot of retards of the day. This is a really easy segment to fill. I could fill a whole stream with retards of the day. We got a segment. We got a person right here. Low-key lover. That's a little sus. Low-key lover was commenting on my video about the horror game that got taken down over on Steam. If you guys missed the video that I put out today, I talked about a video game called Vile Exhumed. That is a very hardcore horror game, but still, at the end of the day, it's illegal content. It's legal. It's perfectly legal. The game got taken down. It got taken down on the 28th of last month. It was banned. The developer said so, that the game was banned, right? So he decides to comment, and he's like, this is such a lie. It is on the Steam store. What the fuck? And I said, this is such a lie. You have link proof? It's literally not on Steam in my region. The developer even said the game was banned. If you're going to call someone a liar, do you have proof? Where's the link for the game called Vile Exhumed? Or are you stupid and looking at another game called Vile? Where is it? By the way, you know what he did? This dumb motherfucker Googled Vile Exhumed on Steam, and there is a link for Vile Exhumed, right? There is a link for Vile Exhumed on Steam if you Google it. So all he did was Google it and call someone a liar. But what he did not do was click the fucking link, which brings you to a oops, sorry, oops, it's kind of not there anymore. Like, did you click the fucking link, you retard? Or did you Google it and just say that someone's a liar because you're so desperate to try to get, like, how stupid are you? All he did was look at the link and called it a day, bro. Like the little bare minimum. And this is why he is part of the retard of the day. Ladies and gentlemen. It is part of the retard of the day. Or sometimes if you click the link from Google, it won't even take you to this. It'll take you to the Steam landing page where you too can go on Steam and try to find a game called Vile Exhumed. You're not going to find it. So that was the two retards of the day. I have a third one, but I'm going to save it for tomorrow because maybe we get lucky and we don't get retards tomorrow. I doubt that. I completely doubt that. All right, can we go through two more retards? No. This is clearly a fast-growing segment. People are really enjoying it. They're really enjoying the retards of the day. Trust me, there are plenty. There are plenty out there for me to utilize. Put me in, coach. You need to do a full-length retard stream, endless content. I know, bro. I know. I literally can. That's the sad thing. All right, now we're going to do the number one segment on YouTube, the number one segment all over the fucking galaxy. And then after that, we're going to get into the content. In this segment, for all the retards out there that are watching, counting every dollar this stream makes, this segment is known all around the world as the pre-stream legends, which we are celebrating 95,000 subscribers today.
Money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves the pre-stream legends, which, by the way, we are, like I said, we are celebrating, officially surpassing, ladies and gentlemen, 95,000 subscribers. That is amazing. It's officially less than 5,000 away from the 100,000 mark. So if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would genuinely greatly appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your gooners. I really don't care. Let's just see if we can finally do the little push that we need. We did the last 5,000 pretty quickly. Let's see if we could get lucky and do this last 5,000 and get to the 100,000 mark. That would be awesome. Paulie says, I'm doing my part. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, Paulie. Thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, it's not even just YouTube. Over on Rumble, FYI, over on Rumble, we surpassed 3,000 subscribers on Rumble. We were stuck at like 2,000 and change for a little while now. We were stuck. Damn, the numbers are going up, bro. What's happening? We were stuck at like 2,000 and change, like 2,800, 2,900. We passed 3,000 over on Rumble as well. So Rumble is doing their part also. So shout out to you guys over on Rumble, doing what you do every fucking day. I appreciate you guys as well, man. I appreciate you as well. This is why I stream every day on Rumble, man. I stream every day on YouTube and Rumble, no matter what, without fail, all of my content, except for manga, but all my content I do over on Rumble. So thank you guys. Thank you. Look at the numbers going up. It's fantastic. All right. Let's catch up on the pre-stream legends. Then we're going to get into the content, boys. It's going to be a little bit of a longer stream, but that's okay. We're all hanging out. I took my day off yesterday. Let's hang out. Let's have some fun. We got, bro, this account is ridiculous. Head of HR for Hypnotic Gamer Coffee. What the fuck? With a $50 Mega.
Stop it. Get some help.
Absolutely insane account, $50.83. He says, after the stream, we need to talk about the 4,583 complaint calls we have had in the last 3 days, and you have been slacking promoting your coffee. Push the damn coffee. I do not have a coffee store. I will never have a coffee store. Just an FYI for people that might take this troll seriously. No, I do not have a coffee. Never will. I just know people out there are going to be like, wait, what? You have a coffee? No, I do not have a coffee. Thank you, head of HR, for Hypnotic Gamer Coffee for the $50.83. I appreciate you. I'm assuming that this is the new business since the Sonia anal beads business fell through. I'm assuming. Probably. It's all good. Shout out to you. King Demon Wing also dropped a magical 50 membership mega banger. Look at this fucking guy. You know what? Hey, you guys started off so strong. We're going straight to this. King Demon Wing, thank you so much, man, for the 10 membership banger. I appreciate you. What an absolute fucking boss, as always. Thank you so much, man. Another one from head of HR for a $20.83. Look at this
My
guy.
hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. And I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
He says, we have an invoice for $3,543 from something called All About the Beads. Why am I handling this? I am HR, not finance. Hire more people. Bro, the lore for this account is insane. If you guys are new to the channel, you wouldn't even know half of it. It's so crazy. Thank you, head of HR. Xavier gives not one, but 2 Hypnotic memberships. Shout out to Xavier. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. I still love your profile picture, man. Golden Sun is legendary. It always will be. It always will be. So people who never played Golden Sun, that is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Absolute fucking banger. If you haven't played it, go play it. Find a way to play it somehow, some way. Darius Soto for 14 months of legendary status. He says, well. Looks like everyone is doing super early memberships away. Everyone before the stream. I'm so proud at Hypnotic. I'm still a turtle. Don't be a turtle. It's all good, man. Don't be a turtle. Adair Soto also gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Continuing the membership train. Shout out to Adair Soto. Usually he starts it, but it's all good. He's still a legend no matter what. Monkeyman04 for a 5 says, why are A's considered so smart? Because they're always grade A. Why do crabs never volunteer? Because they're shellfish. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Xavier gifting 5 memberships.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. And I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Xavier. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, bro. That's insane. BioT will have 16 months of legendary status. Taking down a game, $800. Making a new program to take calls, $2,500. Trying to get at gamers only to have all the internet rage at you. Priceless. Sounds about right, BioT Wolf. Sounds about right to what's going on. Tao Rick with a 5. I don't have any social media besides Discord, so I'll drop this here for OSA coverage. You may want to look into this, and then he links a video. All right, shout out to you, Tao Rick. Thank you for that. Golden Apples, $4.99. Collective shout. More like collective societal rejects. Damn, that's crazy. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Fuck collective shout cunts. They need to go knit or fuck off. Holy shit. How'd you get that to go through on YouTube? That's amazing. Dark Exile dropping a 5 membership.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. And I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Dark Exile. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships, you fucking legend, man. Thank you. BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. This new censorship by Nintendo is horrible. We moved, switched down. Nice. King Demon Wing with a 5. Damn, man, 5 membership bangers.
My
everywhere.
hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
King Demon Win, thank you so much for the 5 memberships, brother. I appreciate you. Guys, like the stream. We have almost 700 of you watching on YouTube. We have how many over on Rumble? Almost 50, 60 watching on Rumble. Guys, like the stream wherever you are. I appreciate you. It helps it go out, man. It helps it go out. Captain Killer Guns with a 5. People don't realize us Boricuas are hella petty. Yes, we are petty. We are absolutely positively petty. And this is why people always complain about me being petty. It's like, bro, it's just being Puerto Rican. Deal with it. Kryptonite Gamer with a 2. Pain. Can you take my message down, please? I did. You're supposed to be asleep. Toxin with 199. Can you put Kryptonite Gamer's last super chat back up? Toxin with the reversal. Paulie with a 5. As someone who's been fighting the war against feminist Karens from the OG days, this puts a smile on my face. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much, Paulie. I appreciate that, man, for the 5. We got Blue Star with a 5. All game devs should be against censorship. Anything banned is already illegal. Nothing more is needed beyond a storefront chooses, not a bank. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Kryptonite Gamer with a 5. Loads gun. I'm over 18. I can do as I want. I can be responsible if I want.
Stop it. Get some help.
UFO Mega with a 20. Oh, it's his birthday. It's his birthday. UFO Mega with a $20 banger says, it's my birthday today, and I humbly request the Moaning Smash JT clip dedicated to Mr. Rouge. I know it's his... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, everybody say happy birthday to UF Omega. Because, yeah. It was not me. Okay, it was not me this time. I didn't do it, Mr. Rouge. Don't be mad at me. Mr. Rouge, chat, do not be mad at me. It was UF Omega for his birthday. All right, I didn't do it. I did not do it. Thank you for the 20, brother. You did not have to give me money for your birthday, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Madam Savage flaming the squawking geese. Love it. That's insane. That's insane. Now I'm going to call them squawking geese. I didn't even think about that. Paulie with a 2. Hate watchers are the most loyal viewers. They are. They absolutely are. Mr. Melancholy with a 5. They want you to stop because they think it doesn't affect them or actually support this push. They're too short-sighted to see its destructive consequences. Actually, so yes, it is partially that. But there are some people out there that only want it because they see their enemy being affected by it right now. And it brings them joy because they're fucking miserable, right? So that's the reason why. It's like some people, they just flat out want other people to suffer for no reason other than fun. Demon Carol with a 2. I missed the intro. Go again. No, absolutely not. But I appreciate you, Demon Carol. Bud with a 10 membership banger. Shout out to Bud, a fucking legend, man. Thank you so much for the 10 membership banger. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. We're almost caught up, boys. We're almost caught up. Demon Carrot with a 5. Hypnotic brand coffee. Does it smell of cut grass and pool cleaner? Yes. And tacos, even though I'm not Mexican. Flip Shazam with a 2. Hey, I'm the head of HR around here. You need to talk to the head of HR then. I don't know. Scrap Gamer with a 5. Ever thought about getting a sponsorship with the Dragons Treasures or having him on SNH? No. I don't go for any sponsorships. I go sponsorshipless. That's the entire point of being 100% fan sponsored. I am sponsored by my subscribers. But anybody else or anything else? No, I don't do any sponsorships. John Kanji for 5 months. I'm at work for a 16-hour shift on the home stretch now, finishing my shift, listening to Hypnotic. Hey, I hope you had a good work shift, man. 16 hours, a long fucking time, bro. Putting in that work, though. Shout out to John Kanji, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. We got Yamato 85 with a 2. Hypno and the female gamer will save us all. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I will try my best. The female gamer definitely has it, though. Mr. Spanish Coffee, $4.99. Happy Halloween. Wait, what? If my wife says Merry Christmas in November, I'll start wishing Halloween greetings in August. Oh. That makes sense. That makes sense. Gamer Nurse Gale becomes a member all on their own. Shout out to Gamer Nurse Gale. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Greenwood for a 5. Collective shout. If you can't stand the heat, get back into the kitchen. I don't think those women ever were in a kitchen, to be honest with you. Just being real. Havoc Arms with a 2. Collective cunts can collectively clap each other. Sounds about right. Uf Omega becomes a member all on his own, spending money on his fucking birthday. Stop it. I appreciate it. King Demon wait for 6 months of legendary status. I miss the old Nuke. Little bitch is demanding attention or I go to bed. He said little. That's insane. That's insane. You Bird with a 5. I liked it when you played the clip of the missed that clip. Do you? Do you now, Youper? Do you now, Youper? Bad News Badger for 1 month. Should I choose ramp up or prepare to pass? Prepare to pass. Dark Obsidian with 1990.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Dark Obsidian for 1999 says at work and listening to Hypno can't get any better. Bro, shout out to you, my man. First off, hope you're having a great time working. You know, I know that's like an oxymoron sometimes, but still, hope you're having a good day at work. And yeah, hopefully we can entertain you for the couple of hours that we are live, sir. That would be awesome. Thank you for the 1999. All right, we are going to go over to Rumble. Is Rumble awake? Did we miss anything? Well, we missed a lot. We missed a lot. We got Snooty Mims for a 10 on Rumble. Hail Hypnotic. Hail Rumble, the free speech platform. Hail all the badasses in Rumble chat. Bro, shout out to Snooty Mims holding it down as always. As always. Thank you so much, man. We got Sean Sora for a $20.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
He says, today, August 4th, 1995, is my birthday and officially turned 30. Hey, everybody wish Sean Sora happy birthday. Even on YouTube, I don't care. Wish Sean Sora happy birthday. That's awesome. We got multiple birthdays. Officially turned 30. Also, what's your thought on Darksiders series? Oh, we had a whole stream about that. I'm excited. I'm a fan looking forward to Darksiders 4. Thanks for the entertainment and the conversation. Hail 199. Hey, I am super excited. Super excited for Darksiders 4 personally. But we just don't know enough. We don't know enough to really make a decision or anything or make an assumption. But hopefully they do it right. And the fact that you'll be able to choose all 4 horsemen in the same game is awesome. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. It's going to be really hard for them to fuck that up. If they fuck that up, they're just retarded. Raging Diad for $1. Strawberry, blueberry, blackberry. What are black people's favorite berry? Robberry. Wow. That's insane. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 2. What did the pirate say when asked about the ship wheel in his pants? It's driving me nuts. God damn it. God damn. You know, I was trying to not drum you, but I kind of have to drum you. Anti-Federalist Pain with $1. Britain founded actual Roos, the animal, not their politicians. They already knew where those were. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Deadeye's Lock with $1. AU and UK pushing their BS higher than Bonnie? No, Bonnie. Bonnie Blue's body count. You misspelled it. Or did you mean to say Boney because she's very bony? You probably meant to say Boney, didn't you? It's all good. Boney Blue. We'll call her Boney Blue. Sir Loins with $1. They're about to be collective pout when we're done. Probably. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Collective shout is about to be DSP's collective gout. Oh, wow. Collective gout is crazy. That is a crazy fucking name, bro. Collective gout. Oh my God. That's awesome. All right. I'm done. All right. One more. Look at this fucking guy. We got Sun with a 5 months. It's Monkey Berry, not Rob Berry. God damn it. FYI for YouTube, it's confirmed that the person behind this account is a black person. We all know who it is, Eric Jenkins. We all know who it is. All right, boys. We are fully caught up, finally. Insane pre-stream legends. Insane pre-stream legends. 43 super chats on YouTube. And I couldn't count Rumble, but I think it was like, let me see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10. Almost 10 super chats on Rumble. Insane. All before the stream even started. Thank you guys so much for your continued support as we are on the official road to 100,000 subscribers. We are almost at 95,100. So like I said, tell your friend, tell your family, tell your gooners to come consider checking out the channel. They don't have to subscribe, but if they enjoy the content, let them come. It'll be great. Okay. Let's hit the fast topics. We got to hit the fast topics first, and then we're going to get to the main topics. The fast topics are going to be really fast, so stick around. Let's get to it. Number one, we got Steam. A very interesting survey coming out from Steam, which, I don't know, I just find this all to be interesting because I remember a world where Intel was king when it came to PC gaming, right? Intel was a big-time king for PC gaming, and it is no longer the case when it comes to CPUs. It is no longer the case. Steam hardware survey has shown that AMD CPUs are more popular than they've ever been in 17 years. Now, everybody knows that Intel, I was about to call them Intel. Everybody knows that Intel has been dropping the ball big time. All right, Intel has been dropping the ball big time compared to where they were not even just 5-10 years ago. AMD was never in this position of power that they're in now, where they could potentially overtake Intel if they continue to go down the way that they're going. First reported by Tom's Hardware, the July Steam hardware sale survey results are in, and it's more bad news for Intel, which saw a almost 1% drop from last month, while AMD gained in the equal amount of Steam users. This shift, which has been a trend for years now, puts Intel CPUs at 59.5%, edging perilously, closing to losing first place. Meanwhile, AMD CPU adoption on Steam is up to almost 41%, the highest it's ever been, putting it within spitting distance of taking the lead over Intel, which is absolutely fucking insane. It is insane. Again, I remember a time where Intel was absolute king. Almost nobody, like if you could afford it, almost nobody would skip out on an Intel to go for an AMD unless you were trying to save money. Now, on the other hand, it seems like that is not the case. And little by little, Intel continues to drop the ball. AMD continues to do pretty damn good job. And it's going to be, it's all I'm saying is don't be surprised if this ends up being 50-50 pretty soon. That's all I'm basically saying. It might be 50-50 within a couple of years soon. So I just found this information to be interesting if you're a PC user. And me personally, I even said last time, I said my next PC that I build, if it continues to be like this, where AMD is superior, like clearly superior, then this will be the first PC that I build with an AMD processor. I've never had any PC that had an AMD processor. I've only ever used Intel. Even right now, I have an Intel i9. I've never used the AMD. But again, if this continues to go down this path, then chances are I will be checking out AMD in the future, processor-wise. Apparently, we are at tier 2 already. Holy shit. We are at tier 2 already. Wow. All right. Pause. Shout out to you guys. We are at tier 2 already before the main topics even started. Jesus Christ, we're absolutely destroying it today, man. This is only the second stream of the month for Hypnocast. What the fuck? What is going on? All right, let's continue on to the fast topics. I'll keep the ears on for the fast topics, so it's all good, boys. All right, we got some Silent Hill F news. Now, this is really important, especially with the conversation around censorship, right? Because everybody knows Silent Hill F has been promising to be absolutely disgusting, right? We are talking about absolute disgusting. We're talking about face ripping, all kinds of shit, right? Well, apparently there are some previews for Silent Hill F that are saying that the game has an emphasis on combat just a little bit too much, which I find to be very interesting considering that the game's protagonists are just basically a bunch of Japanese schoolgirls, right? So why would a game focus on combat when you are, I don't even know how old they are. I think they're like 15 or something like that. Like, why are you running around focusing on combat in this game when you are a Japanese schoolgirl? What are you, a fucking ninja? I really don't know. But in any case, apparently people are saying that there's a little bit too much of an emphasis on combat, which I find interesting considering that the trailer really did not give that away at all. The trailer did not even like remotely give me that vibe. The trailer actually gave me more of like a true survival horror vibe. So I just find it very curious if this is actually going to be more combat focused than people even realize. But regardless, let's see what they got to say. It can be hard to tell whether previews are an accurate overview of a game's focus. When a studio is showing off an immersive sim, they often emphasize the combat rather than slower paced exploration and puzzle solving stuff. And I imagine the same is true of survival horror, which could be true. People are less fussed if a preview spoils a boss fight than an entire puzzle solution. And it's a lot easier to sell a game based on the fight looks cool than something more nebulous like atmosphere. So maybe I'm way off base when I look at the glut of Silent Hill F previews appearing over the last week and think in this psychological horror game, maybe there's a bit too much focus on hitting things with pipes and pole arms. It's not just that there's a lot of combat. The Silent Hill 2 remake had heaps of mannequin bashing as well. But it didn't bother me because it was the best combat a Silent Hill game has ever had. I would not go that far. I would relax a little bit. By comparison, Silent Hill F looks a bit clunky. For starters, there's a lot of hit stop, but not much hit reaction, which is an odd choice. Hanako will swing at a scarecrow, schoolgirl, or a monster made of doll parts, and the dramatic slow motion will highlight a complete absence of impact. Sometimes attacks look like they miss, but enemies fall down dead anyway. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I hope there's a lot more impact with the attacks, man. It could also be because she's not very strong, so there wouldn't be much impact anyway, but it all depends. There's also the presence of a stamina bar. Oh, there's a stamina bar. Interesting. And a teleporting dodge with perfect dodge refilling that stamina. Okay, what the fuck is this, bro? Is this a Souls-like game? What's going on? Enemies are staggered if they take enough damage, are highlighted with a red aura during the brief window. You can land an attack for extra damage, and there's a focus bar you can deplete for special attacks in slow-mo. Can you imagine if Silent Hill F is like a Dark Souls-style game? Can you imagine that? How hilarious would that be? Silent Hill Souls? That would be crazy, bro. That would be insane. I don't know if people would melt down or if they would cheer that on. Not really sure. It's a lot of systems for the thing that Silent Hill games normally treat as secondary, a necessary bit of friction to drain your ammo and the tension. There's no shooting in Silent Hill F, and so it seems like the melee's been given more to lift. In the absence of ammo, to keep track of there's weapons durability as well, with repair kits probably being a vital source. All right. I mean, listen, maybe. I really don't know. This is hard to really say because, oh, we have a gameplay demo? I never even seen this gameplay demo. All that said, I do like the look of Silent Hill F overall. There's a chase sequence through these narrow I never watched this. Did you guys watch this? I never watched this. How did I miss this? I can't believe I missed this. Nice. Very Japanese horror. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Bro, how's she gonna survive that, bro? Yo, wait, time out, bro. We seriously have a collective gout account in this. Are you serious right now? There is no way somebody made a collective gout account that fast and then put an AI image there. I'm so done. I'm so done with this chat, bro. I'm so done, bro. Unbelievable. We're trying to talk serious gaming news here, and there's a fucking collective gout account. I just want to look at some gameplay. I never saw this. It's important. I like the lighting though. This shit looks pretty good. Man, stop showing me this shit. Why does it keep doing that when I pause? Let me skip ahead. The lighting's really good. You need some good lighting if you're going to do a horror game like this. Similar sound effects to other Silent Hill games. Yeah, I've always said it looks like Fatal Frame. That's always been my personal opinion. This shit looks like Fatal Frame all day, bro. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Now listen, they had a fast dodge button in Silent Hill 2 that was very reminiscent of like what you're seeing here. So I'm not going to pretend like something like this didn't exist before. In the Silent Hill 2 remake, it did. But this particular dodge button, it seems really fast, right? With Silent Hill 2 remake, you felt the weight of the character when you tried to do a dodge. He didn't feel like he was super quick, almost ninja-like. But in this scenario, this bitch is fucking dodging like she got ultra instinct. That's how fast she is. I don't know if it's coming off in video like that, but I was pretty fast. Oh, hentai time. What is this, Expedition 33? That's what it looks like. Oh, shit. Shit, looks like Expedition 33, bro. Bro, whoever's playing this sucks. What kind of dodge is that, man? She got legitimate ultra instinct. You about to get hit? Yep. That's why you skipped that. All right. I mean, listen. I saw. I'm gonna watch the rest of this off stream. But what I will say is that it's pretty clear that this is meant to be a little bit more fast paced, and I think we even realized in the beginning. I was hoping for a more slower pace survival horror game, but looking at the gameplay, I'm not really getting that. I'm not getting that vibe. You know, I'm not getting that vibe at all. It seems a little bit faster, but I guess we'll see. You never know. Maybe later down the line as you unlock more weapons, it becomes that. I don't know, but it's okay. It still looks good. It's just not what I initially thought it was going to be. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, let's move on to the next one. Because we're almost done with the fast topics, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're going to, let's see, where is it at? Good news for people who are fans of Expedition 33. As of right now, there is no plans for them to expand their studio. Because you know they're working on more content. They're working on like expansions, DLCs, whatever. I'd prefer working as a small team. Clear, obscure Expedition 33 developers think that their studio is just the right size with no real plans to expand it. This is good. This is good because I prefer if there would be a smaller team, because me personally, the one thing affecting the gaming industry the worst is bloated teams. Way too bloated of teams. This is why there's mass layoffs right now. because the teams are not tight knit. They're just basically corporate machines, and a team this small can do a lot more and stay more focused versus a team that's like in the hundreds or even in the thousands, like fucking Ubisoft. So when I saw this, I wanted to talk about it because I think it's really good that this particular studio, especially after their success as a small studio, I feel like it's smart for them to stay small. A lot of small studios, if they get massive success like these people did, they end up expanding way too much. They end up doing multiple projects at once. They expand just way too much, way too fast, and then it ends up leading usually to ruin. So I like this. I like the fact that they're staying small, and that's gonna be huge. So I'm happy about that. Then we got one last fast topic, and this is Battlefield 6. This also makes me very happy. I know some of you guys are playing Battlefield 6 beta. I will not be playing Battlefield 6 beta because I don't want to play the beta. I want to keep the experience fresh for when I play the game. But the good news, and when I read this, I was like, wow, okay. Considering that all you guys in the chat, I don't know if you remember, what's my favorite Battlefield game? My favorite Battlefield game, I've said it many times, is Bad Company 2. That is my literal favorite Battlefield game. I absolutely love Bad Company 2. Well, ironically, the producer just recently said in an interview that Battlefield 6 said is basically hugely inspired by Bad Company 2 for the new game, and says you can't argue with his logic. When you look for excellence in our legacy, that's where you will find it. Battlefield Bad Company 2. So I think that's awesome. I'm super excited about that. Again, we won't know till we actually play the game, but I'm hearing some good things from the beta from people who are playing it. But if they're taking inspiration from Bad Company 2, I am excited about that. I'm excited about that. I think that's a really good choice. I think that's a smart thing to do. I think you absolutely have to do that. But I've been saying this since the beginning. Since we first started covering Battlefield 6, I've been saying that Bad Company 2 is my favorite. That if they could just go back to Bad Company 2 and have Battlefield 6 play like Bad Company 2, that would be fantastic. And lo and behold, the fucking producer says exactly that. Does he watch my content? I have no idea. I highly doubt it. Did the producer watch your content? I highly doubt it. But regardless, whatever, I think that's really exciting. So I'm happy about that. Wanted to share it with you because I know a lot of people in the chat. For you, Bad Company 2 is also your favorite. Some of you really like Battlefield 4 as well. So, all right, we are fully caught up everywhere. That was the fast topics of the evening. So let's go over the super chats really fast. There was a few. And then we're going to get into the first main topic of the evening, which is Madam Savvy absolutely destroying Collective Shout, as always, but this time causing internal chaos and strife, basically making them all panic delete tweets, try to hide their love for cuties, all that. Oh, it's so good. It's so what Madam Savvy is doing is amazing. We got Psycho with 4 months says, what's the best way to buy manga? Amazon, eBay, or an actual bookstore? All of it. All of it. And I know you're going to think that's a cop-out answer, but it's not. Because I legitimately buy manga from multiple sources. If you want the best price, it's going to be Amazon, most likely, right? If you want the rarest manga, the hardest to find at usually the highest price, because that's just how it goes, then you're going to go to eBay. If you want to hopefully maybe get a rare find, maybe you get lucky, you get an out-of-print old manga for really cheap, then you go to a used bookstore, a thrift store, or something like that. But they all have their purpose. So that's why I say all of them. If you're going to start manga collecting, utilize everything in front of you to try to get the best deals you can. It's never just going to be one for all of it. It's impossible. We got Peaches and Cream with a 5. Says, congrats on hitting 95,000. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Peaches and Cream. I appreciate that. T-Jab Steve with $25.34 says, and this is tier 2 Congo Rats on the 95K. Ooh, effing ooh. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, T-Jab. T-Jab is a legend. He's been a long time supporter of the Bigot Army, and I appreciate
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
We got Sun with a $4.99. No, my secret identity has been revealed. What will I do? LOL. Yes, YouTube. I'm black field picking Black. That's insane, bro. That's insane. And then he says for 189, Intel sucks by AMD. We shall see. Golden Apples for 199. I got all AMD rig, Ryzen 7, 7800 X3D, RX 7900 XT. That's a pretty strong build. Shout out to Golden Apples. Pretty strong build. Tifa Lockhart with 489. In 1910, the spear throws were in awe that not only they pick cottons, it's now edible. This fucking guy, man. Collective Gout with a 2. We don't like this game. Not enough feet represented. Sounds about right. Old Man Cat with a 5. Old Lady Cat and daughter home from Japan. I am now supervised. But that doesn't mean anything. Fuck you all. Middle finger, middle finger. Shout out to Old Man Cat. He is now supervised. Flip Shazam with a 2. I now identify as Final Girl Boss. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's trans himself. He trans himself. Brandon Lynch or Lynch with a 5 membership.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to the legend, Brandon Lynch. Thank you so much, man, for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate that, man. Absolutely insane. Hold on. Let's see. I want to make sure we are caught up. Nope, we got another one. Hold on. Collective Post-Wall Karens with a 2 months. Stop calling NCOSE National Center of Dual Exploitation. They are morality and media, period. Don't let them hide behind their vile rebranding. Oh, I'm just calling it what it is, man. We're going to talk about it, though. Don't worry. T-Jab for 29 months of legendary status. Oh, yeah. I get milestone chats, too. 29 months back in my day. We had to make sure memberships didn't go into the void. Now we have the void afraid. Yeah. Yeah, we're officially big enough to not have to worry about that, which is crazy. I remember those days, too. It's wild. It's wild how far the channel has come, man. It really is. We gained like 20 subs since we did the pre-stream Legends. Crazy. We're almost at 95,100. So if you guys are not subscribed, if you're watching right now and you're on the fence, consider hitting that subscribe button. I would really greatly appreciate it. We are growing very quickly and trying to get to that 100,000 mark. I will do a 100,000 subscriber celebration stream. I will. I was thinking about giving out $1,000 worth of games. So let's see if we could get to that 100K mark and make it happen, and we'll celebrate the right way. And you guys know I'll do it too, because I did it for Christmas. I don't know if it was 1,000, but we gave away a lot of games, bro. A lot of games on Christmas. It was wild. It was so wild. It was so fun. All right. We're caught up on YouTube. Vindictus Prime with $1 over on Rumble says everything's a scam. Everything's a lie. Everything's hypocrisy. And so I don't comply. Facts. Very nice. Very nice. I appreciate that, Vindictus. Valerian gives not 1, but 2 hypnotic memberships. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, Valerian. Adair Sultan with $1. I am a turtle, everyone. I have repented myself, and for that, I have a joke for everyone. Why can't Chinese people have white babies? Because 2 Wongs don't make a white. Make him repent, please. Make him repent. Snooty Mims gives 1 hypnotic membership. Shout out to Snooty Mims. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Adair Soto with $1. Okay, everyone. If that joke wasn't funny, I have another joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Alpaca. Alpaca who? Alpaca the suitcase. You load up the car. Oh, no. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Jesus, fuck. What was that? How do you do 2 in a row like that? Vindictus Prime with $1. You know, if you show someone both of your middle fingers, all you're actually doing is teaching them how to read the number 132 in binary. That was like a random fact of the day. That's amazing. That's amazing. Shout out to Vindictus Prime. All right, and we are fully caught up everywhere. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to now do one of the main topics for all you guys who have been waiting, like to stream. Let's get it going. Give me 1 second. I got to switch over to the main screen. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Boom. Oh, let me remove. I forgot I put this for SNH. Hold on. There we go. Showtime. I got to change all this shit. Man. Bring this down. All right. Perfect. And we're going to take the ears off. Perfect. All right. Baldy, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. I've heard this like 20 times. Shout out to Paulie. Thank you, Paulie, with the 5. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. All right. Collective shout. I know. I could feel the hate comments already, bro. I could feel the hate comments already. You understand? Like, you guys feel it too. I feel it. I feel the hate comments already. The video hasn't even released, and they're already in the comment section, and they're like, "Oh, let me guess. This female gamer." Yes, bitch. I told you I was gonna make 20 more. You're here. This is the 10th one now. You're still here. I told you it was gonna happen. I was gonna lie to you. Fucking right. Oh, I feel it. I know it's here. Just let it out. I know you're here. I know you're watching. Just let it out, bro. Let it out. This female. Oh man, it never gets old. It never gets old, man. All right, so we're gonna talk about this because Savvy. It's not just Savvy. We're gonna talk about either. We're gonna cover a bunch of shit because I mean, it is interesting what's going on with Collective Shout and how they're trying to now delete tweets. You know, you got this person LS Kennedy trying to delete tweets. Correlate Allison. By the way, I think it's hilarious. Correlate Allison is advocating for the removal of cuties. Meanwhile, LS Kennedy is advocating for the push of cuties. It's like, bro, you guys are fighting amongst each other. What's going on here? Get it together. Get it together. All right, let's talk about this. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So today's video, we're going to be talking about a couple of tweets that we have regarding Collective Shout and how apparently there is a little bit of turmoil happening over at this particular group. Now, I don't think they're necessarily going to shut down or anything, but what I will say is that the entire situation around the film Cuties regarding this particular group, Collective Shout, has been an interesting one. And the reason why is because some of them seem to advocate for it. Some of them seem to want it banned, and they can never seem to get on the same side. But the funny thing is, the ones that advocated for it to be banned are now magically deleting the tweets to try to make it seem as if the group is unified completely, when I don't think that's the case. Madam Savvy has done good documentation, screenshotting all of this, and we're going to go over that today in this video. So we're going to start off with this one. This person, Correlate Allison, Savvy says, Correlate here breaks rank with her Collective Shout cult and called for cuties to be banned, even tagging the very woman who refuses to agree with her on the situation. She's talking about this particular tweet right here. If you look, she says Netflix removed the new movie Cuties as it includes the sexualization of young children and tries to get it banned. This was back in 2020. She tags Collective Shout. She tags Melissa Tankard-Reese. She tags Caitlin Roper, LS Kennedy, and Melissa Lizutsky or something like that. And she even tags Netflix, of course, as well. This is somebody who has been a hardcore activist for a long time now. The tweet is still up for everybody to see right now. So again, Correlate Allison says Savvy says about Correlate Allison, how can you live with yourself working with women who to this day are defending the film Cuties? Both LS Kennedy and Renee Chopping spent a bit of recent energy to defend the film. Will you defend the film? You called it the sexualization of little girls. How can you work with women who support the sexualization of little girls? Now, again, I feel like this is a pretty straightforward, pretty good question to have. I highly doubt they're ever going to actually answer it, but I feel like this is a very good question to have, right? So they seem to be a little bit at war with each other in terms of ideology regarding all of this nonsense. Well, let's go over to this tweet right here. Hold on. Let's go to, nope. Yep, this one right here. So Savvy says, it would appear that NCOSE has also changed their stance on cuties in order to align with Collective Shout, who is choosing to defend it. Haley McNamara of NCOSE has deleted her tweets completely relating to cuties only after Madam Savvy quote tweeted her. She then asked Ek Gaydon, VP of Public Policy for NCOSE, about it some time ago, and she said that she will look into which she did not have to say. But does this mean that we have our answer? So it seems as if because Madam Savvy has brought the attention of their support to the film Cuties, now subtly, it's not just Collective Shout members that are deleting their support for the film. It is also NCOSE members that are deleting their support for the film as well. Now, nobody's going to really take this as a win because they still supported the freaking film. And these are the people who are currently trying to be moral police over you and tell you you're an evil person for enjoying fictional legal content, even though they're the ones who enjoyed real little girls in a real movie content. I don't know. I just find it to be a little bit strange. But anyway, well, NCOSE, Savvy says, publicly reaffirmed their condemnation of Cuties, which exploited 650 little girls via auditions, making them twerk for adults, and then the remaining cast be forced to dance sexually for all the world to see. And if so, why do high-ranking members of their organization no longer feel the need to condemn Cuties? Why would you also align yourself with Collective Shout, who in the last week have reaffirmed their defense of the appalling film? Now, if you look here at some of these screenshots, you can clearly see that anything related to Cuties from Haley McNamara is completely gone and completely deleted. It is no longer there anymore, which, again, very interesting. If you look at this screenshot here, Savvy shows a screenshot of her on July 23rd calling these tweets out, right? She says, Eleanor, why does NCOSE, which wanted Cuties banned, associate with Collective Shout, which is even to this day actively defending the film? They believe sexualizing real human flesh is fine, but a video game where you save a fictional girl from abuse is bad. And if you look, she tags not only Collective Shout, but Melinda Tankard Rice with everything Cuties related, and Renee Chopping and all the posts she has regarding that. And this is where Eleanor said, let me look into the question. Then the National Center of Sexual Exploitation, which is NCOSE, tagged Netflix and says Netflix is providing a platform that has permitted the sexual exploitation of children. We cannot condone the hypersexualization and exploitation of the young actresses in Cuties. So it's very clear that they're against it, right? It's very, very clear that they are not for it. So what Savvy is doing is she is putting both of these groups against each other. It's actually fucking genius, right? And it's working out beautifully because now they both either all have to bend the knee or they all have to basically support it, one way or the other. She's putting them against each other and causing this little bit of a civil war to happen between not only members of Collective Shout amongst each other, but also NCOSE and Collective Shout against each other and what they supposedly believe in. And all she has to do is just provide the screenshots that she has on both of these organizations, and that's literally it. Everything else will follow suit. She even says, NCOSE turned off replies to this thread after she drew attention to it and asked it to clarify their stance on Cuties, which they previously wanted banned, but now their staff are deleting their condemnations in order to appear in line with Collective Shout. Again, this is all so that they can make it seem as if they are a unified force, that they're all for the same exact thing, that they all hold the same exact stance. They do not. They do not hold the same exact stance. These two groups are going at each other. It might be happening internally, but publicly, they want everybody to believe that this is not happening, right? This does not look like it about children at all. Then National Center of Sexual Exploitation says the internet is broken. The law is outdated. CDA 230 protects companies, not victims. It's time for a change. Get COSA passed. Call your rep. Demand reform. And then Savvy says, you mean protect each other from dissenting voices? Reaffirm you denounce Cuties and cut ties with Collective Shout, who keep defending it. And she turned off replies completely. So it's amazing that Madam Savvy, one singular woman, is getting these companies to not only delete tweets and try to run damage control, but ultimately try to make it so that they basically have a civil war amongst each other. And then here's the last post from Madam Savvy that we're going to go over, where she says they have not verified. They are still against cuties after their staff is caught deleting tweets, shaming the movie. It would appear NCOSE does not care about little girls as they reference their child exploitation, defending supposed friends over at Collective Shout. Now, why don't you interview a woman who does want those games to exist? And she's talking about this post that we're going to go over in a separate video, where apparently NCOSE said the following: this isn't about censorship. It's about protecting women and girls by not promoting games based on the sexual torture of women and children. Check out the full blog from the gamer's perspective. Again, by the way, they still have not named a single game that allows you to do that to a child. Not a single game they have named, because they know it doesn't exist, right? At least not on Steam and not on itch.io. They know it doesn't exist, but they keep putting children in there because they want the emotional response from people who don't know any better. They want people to look at something like that and get emotionally invested before they can even think logically and say, what games are you referring to a game? Like, what games are you actually, what's the name of those games? Do you even have any examples? Of course not. They have zero examples when it comes to supposedly children and whatnot. So this entire situation is a well-done job by Madam Savvy. She will continue to do this, I am sure. And these two companies are trying to hide all their evidence of supporting cuties because it makes them look bad when they're trying to play moral police on everybody else. Now they're putting out this fake-ass article talking about this isn't about censorship. Are you sure about that? Are you honestly sure about that? Because what you're doing is exactly that. It's censorship. Whether you perceive it to be that or not, that's up to you. Whatever. You could gaslight your followers, if you even have any followers. 45 likes on this, 125 comments. Yeah, you guys have no followers. So you're only gaslighting each other at this point in time. And that might work amongst yourselves, but that's not going to work for the general populace. Most people are going to ask the questions that need to be asked. And again, this is the prime example of absolute bullshit on full display. So you guys can let me know, what do you think about this? It's obviously about control, right? It's about women, mostly women anyway. I think pretty much the entire freaking group is mostly women. It's about women wanting control over what they deem inappropriate for men to enjoy, right? And the funny thing is, it's not even men that enjoy it only. It's women that enjoy it too, which is why Madam Savvy said what she said. She said, when are you going to interview a woman who does want those games to exist? They don't even want to acknowledge she's a woman, let alone no pun intended, female gamer that actually plays these, gooner games. They don't want to admit that, because the moment they do, then their entire narrative about protecting women falls apart. All of it falls apart because they want people to believe, or at least think in their minds, that every single woman in existence is against these games. That's what they want people to believe. And we all know that's BS, because all you got to do is walk into a Barnes & Noble, go to the dark romance section, and see who the shoppers are. And you'll realize very quick that all of that is bullshit. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this strategy that Madam Savvy seems to be implementing here? I mean, putting these two organizations against each other, I think it's absolute genius. And keep calling them out, right? Join her. Keep calling them out. Keep saying, hey, you guys supported cuties. Where did those tweets go? Why did you delete the tweets supporting cuties? Why are you ashamed of that now, when it was up for so many years until one random female gamer decided to say, you know what? No, you guys are doing this while trying to moral police us. Why exactly is that the case? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like and subscribe, as we just passed 95,000. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Keep asking the questions, boys. It's not even the dark romance section anymore. It's their crap has infected every section. True. But, you get the point. You got to be specific when you're talking about these people, unfortunately. Listen to Kagwana. Please like the stream. Please like the stream. We're going to get into the next topic. We're going to go over that interview with the supposed gamer, right? Whatever fucking gamer. And of course they got, look at this. Look at this, bro. You want to talk about grifters? Look at this. Fake ass article, right? We're going to go over this. We're going to catch up on super chats first. Fake ass article, right? With a fake gamer being interviewed. And what do you see on the bottom? Please donate. Please donate to us for human dignity. Defend human dignity. You don't want to not donate to defend human dignity, right? Right? You don't want to do that. Fucking retarded. Absolutely so retarded, man. I swear. I swear, it is just, it's ridiculous, man. It really is. All right, let's catch up on, yeah, I know. Everybody's like, nope. Yeah, I know. I agree. All right, let's catch up. Let's see. Let's catch up on super chats. Where are we looking at? We got 800 of you on YouTube. Like the stream, boys. We got a whole nother topic we gotta go over. Like the stream, motherfuckers. Like the stream. Where did we leave off? We got. Oh, I see where we left off. Paulie. Collective shout. Oh no, I'm sorry. Collective snout for a 5. Oink, oink, oink. We will ban all your games. Hypno, oink, tick, sniff, sniff, sniff. You can oink on it, squeal, while watching cuties. Squeal. I'm sorry. That one got me. Collective snout. That's insane. How many collective shout accounts do we even have now at this point? Like 5, 6? It's insane. Mr. Melancholy with it too. These activists, hags, always eat each other. Are you talking literally or like... Anyway. Collective snout for a 2. This man, oink, will pay. Burp. This account's crazy. Oh, Lavistro, what a...
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
You know what? For Lavistro, I'm gonna give him his favorite. Shout out to Lavistro with the $20 banger. He says, as the Bigot Verse representative, Psychotic Dragon, I can attest we psychos do stick together. But collective shout aren't psychotic. They are mental asylum escapees. Payment processors are sociopaths, but lower than us psychos. Well said, man. Well said. Shout out to Lavistro. Thank you so much, brother, for the 20. I appreciate that, man. Binoc 9 with a 10. Collective shit show. I'm sorry. Collective shit shows their hypocrisy, praising sexualization of real children while crying about sexualization of fictional adult characters. They are so out of touch. I agree. They are definitely out of touch. I think at this point, well, I'm not gonna say it. Binoc, thank you for the 10. Sable Phoenix with a 5. Collective shout is a scapegoat and distraction. The one world government types are trying to lock down the entire internet. Look at what Italy just did. Oh, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the age verification, the censorship, all that stuff. We're gonna talk about it. Don't worry. Just because we talk about a collective shout doesn't mean we're not gonna talk about the other stuff. But thank you so much, Sable. Future Boy with a 5. Collective trout doesn't care about kids or women. They want to control men. True. Cuties was made by a woman, so it's okay. So sad that that's actually probably what they think, right? Future Boy, thank you for the 5, bro. Chaotic Neutral for 5 months. Now they know. Take your filthy activist hands off our video games. They won't. They're going to keep going. Collective Snout for a 2. We will honk. Squeal. All of you oinkers. Are you having fun? Collective Snout. Lavistro with a 5. The YouTube channel Dungeons and Disclosure came out and said she actually has a dark romance kink in her video. Just saying. I have no idea who that is, bro. No idea. Thank you for the 5. Mystic Vegeta with a 2. Who needs gooder games when you have Savvy? Probably. Well, the fans for a 50. Collective Shart is the best I've come up with. Bro, we have so many different variations. It's crazy. Thank you, Will, for the 50. Flip Shazam with a 2. Can I change my name to Collective Clam Slam? Collective Clam Slam. Wow. These are getting more and more ridiculous as we continue the stream. Collective Snout with a 5. Don't laugh. Hypnoink. Tick. We will send you back to back to burp. L squeal. Salvador ink oink. L Salvador. No, I'm not a pig. Wow, dude. What is up with this, bro? Oh my god. Thank you, Collective Snout, for the 5. He or she or whatever is clearly having a lot of fun. They're having a lot of fun with this. All right, let's check up on Rumble. Rumble, you awake? What's Rumble doing? Rumble's killing it today, bro. Rumble is absolutely killing it today. Rumble with a dollar. Vinectus Prime says the paradox of censorship is that you're putting in the spotlight and forefront of everyone's minds that which you no longer want to exist, which is true. It's just going to make people want to seek it out more than anything. Adair Soto with $1. Okay, maybe those two jokes wasn't good, but this one will get you, Hypnotic. How do you stop a black person from robbing your house? Stick a sign on your front door saying job center. Oh, shit. You said that, not me. Snooty Mims gives 1 Hypnotic membership. Thank you, Snooty Mims. Vinectus Prime with $1 in a free society. Truth is laid bare and lies are exposed. In an oppressive society, lies are laid bare and the truth gets hidden. Facts. That is really well said. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Knock, knock. Child support, open up. Don't you have a baby daddy miss accountability? Probably. Adair's also with $1. Serious face on turtle mode. You just love these two occultist group finding one another. It just proves that none of these people work together. It's just a bunch of women that just hate the world themselves. I wouldn't say they don't work together. I just think they can't work together for very long, like most women. Most women can't work together for very long with other women before eventually it just turns into a shit show. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. How about collective dry empty wombs? Damn. Tanya Raven with a 2. I prefer collective queef. Actually, queef? What the fuck? Collective Snout with a 2. We do not have empty dry wombs. Su queel. Whoever owns this account is having the time of their life today. Seriously. All right, we're fully caught up. Shout out to all you guys. Again, thank you for the insane support today. It's been a wild stream. But it's about to get even wilder, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's time to talk about the hundreds of games. The evil games. Let me get this fucking donate tab off my screen, bro. Get this shit out of here. Please donate to us. We're doing God's work by censoring legal content and bypassing law. Don't you love us? Fucking piece of shit. Maggot says, there's a literal pig in the chat. True. There is a pig in the chat. Tanya says, I like your pink cat ears. Did your mommy buy them? Yes, she did. She bought them. Thank you. Okay, so apparently there was an interview done in this little article by NCOSE, ironically, on August 1st, 2025, that is totally not damage control, right? It's totally not damage control, right? This is just something that they felt like they had to do, right? So let's talk about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be going over an entire, complete, obvious damage control story from NCOSE. NCOSE is one of the organizations that we have been covering that is running amok with Collective Shout, that are advocating for the censorship of content that is legal, right? They're advocating for the censorship of legal content. But of course, because these groups have to maintain their public image, they are putting out their version of damage control, which is exactly what this is. It says hundreds of R-word and incest games removed from Steam, and it says a gamer's perspective. Yes, we are totally about to get in this video a real, legitimate, 100% valid gamer's perspective over why censorship is probably good, most likely, right? Because they're not going to put someone here who is going to advocate against them. They're going to put someone here who's going to advocate for them. What gamer out there do you know is going to say, yeah, censorship is amazing, right? It's the best thing ever. No, they're getting activists, and they're getting activists that are pretending to be gamers. So let's talk about it. So, of course, like a typical company, you got to put a trigger warning, right? Because, why not? This is modern day, right? We need to make sure that all the check boxes are checked. You cannot read an article about something serious without there being a trigger warning at the beginning. You have to have a trigger warning. Everybody knows this, right? Everybody knows this. So then it says in a quoted paragraph, I didn't have to provide any ID or anything to verify my age. It's interesting how you are suddenly bringing up ID verification to verify your age when it comes to gaming, as if this was something that has been happening for a long time, when truthfully, it's only something that's being discussed right now because of all the governments of the world pushing this age verification nonsense, right? But anyway, let's pretend like that's not the case and see some of the worst pornographic, sexualized torture of women I've ever seen. It was pretty bad. Some things I saw. I'm talking about games where the scenario is abducting women, holding them hostage, and torturing them. And any child could access that, according to Caitlin Roper, campaign's manager, Collective Shout. Let's stop right here. Let's stop right here. Okay? The reason why you didn't have to verify your age or your ID or anything, which, by the way, complete and utter BS, because everybody knows that if a game is marked a certain way, either it's M-rated or, NSFW, porn, sex, whatever, everybody knows if you're on Steam, what do you have to do before you can view the page that content is on? You have to put your date of birth, which is age verification, motherfucker. So very clearly you are lying. That's number one. Number two, everybody knows that for you to see this kind of content on these platforms, you, especially Steam, you have to go into the Steam profile, your own Steam account, and check off the NSFW games, which, by the way, it's like hidden amongst many menus. It's actually kind of annoying to find. But once you find it, you have to check it off in order to actually see it. So not only do you have to check off that you want to see this content, disproving this whole anybody could see it, including kids, any child could access that, but then you also have to put your age after you check that off when you go into the store page for that content. So again, it is unbelievable that these people are straight up just lying. They're like literally lying to everybody who reads these articles. But anyway, let's continue. This is only the first paragraph, and we already caught them in two lies. But anyway, recently, our friends, we're calling them friends now. Now we're calling them friends. Over at Collective Shout in Australia, celebrated the success of their campaign, urging the removal of nearly 500 of these games from the video game platform Steam and itch.io. These games allowed the player to act out explicit acts of violence, R-word, and incest against women and children. Again, you keep saying children. You haven't provided a single example of what game allowed you to do this to kids that was on Steam or that was on itch.io. You never once provided any examples of this. You are only continuing to say it in the hopes that people just believe you at face value. So this is just typical behavior from certain groups like this. The fact that these games have been removed is such an incredible victory, which NCOSE unequivocally celebrates and commends. Yeah, do you mean like how you unequivocally celebrated cuties? Same with Collective Shout, which, by the way, now you guys are like pretending like you didn't do that. Now you're all deleting your tweets, celebrating cuties as a massive victory. Now you want to pretend like it's condemnable. Interesting. At the same time, this incident has sparked a surprising amount of controversy and mixed reactions. Oh, it's not mixed. The only mix that is part of this reaction is from you guys. Everybody else seems to be on the same page. Even the wokies are on the same page. As both a gamer and an advocate against sexual violence, I believe I have a unique perspective. Who is I? Who is I? It says by NCOSE. Who are you? Wait. I believe I have a unique perspective on this issue and could speak to the various concerns raised from both sides. In this piece, I will walk through the events that led up to the game's removal, the objections, and the controversy that is sparked in my response. Who are you? Who are you to be like, what? Who is this? Where's the name? Where's the name anywhere? I don't see the name anywhere. All it said was there's no name here. Who are you? I'm gonna scroll up. Let's see. Let's just keep going. Maybe we'll find it. Probably not. Probably not. Now they talk about No Mercy, the game that started everything. And you know what's crazy? So they're right. Whoever wrote this is absolutely right when it comes to No Mercy. Because when No Mercy got banned, you guys can go back to my stream when I talked about No Mercy, when that whole thing went down. I said that these girls, these feminists, this shit ain't gonna stop. You think they're gonna stop at No Mercy? Oh, no. They got a little bit of taste of power. They got a little taste of a win. These girls were gooned into that power. There was no way they were gonna let that go. They were gonna absolutely continue onwards. They started with one game, and guess what? They ended at 500 plus. 10,000s if you want to count itch.io. There was no way they were ever going to stop at just one game. Called it from day one. It was so easy and obvious to see that happen. But anyway, this all began with No Mercy. The game allows players to assume the persona of a man who R-words his female family members, with a self-proclaimed huge focus on incest and male domination. Back in March of this year, a male gamer notified... Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Oh, man, not the male feminist arc. Is this what we're doing? The male feminist arc? This is the... Oh, man, talk about the anime betrayal arc that's happening right now. A male gamer notified Collective Shout about the game and began sending emails to Steam requesting it to be removed from the platform. This prompted Collective Shout to invite supporters to email Steam, urging them to remove No Mercy. 3,463 emails were sent to Steam, and to this end, Steam did not respond. Good. They shouldn't respond to you. You're fucking useless. Because of this inaction, Collective Shout then organized a petition for the removal of the game from Steam. 70,000 bots signed this petition, yet no action was taken. Ultimately, the developer of the game, not Steam, pulled No Mercy from the platform on April 11th of this year, which we talked about extensively, so there's no reason to rehash it. But yes, they did take it down themselves. It was not Steam who took down the game. Now, I don't believe that it was a male gamer. I find that to be hilarious that they're even trying to throw that in there, because they're trying to be like, hey, guys, look, you guys want to defend women, right? You guys totally want to be on our side. Well, look, there's other ones just like you that are on our side. These are the educated male gamers. These are the ones that are learning, right? These are the ones that are fighting against their toxic masculinity. These are the ones that are, whatever nonsense they want to make up. This is what they're doing. But anyway, supporters of this campaign continue to email Steam leadership to remove all of the games, which were counted as nearly 500 games by Collective Shout's team. Steam did not act on these emails. So good. Steam ignored them over and over and over and over again. Steam had no intention to do anything about this content because it is legal. It is legal content that you are asking to be censored. Due to this lack of response from Steam, Collective Shout decided to launch a campaign, not a movement, on May 26 to inform payment processors about these R-word and incest games and request that they stop funding them. A total of 1,067 emails were sent to the payment processors, yet no action was taken. A few weeks later, Collective Shout crafted an open letter with 8. You guys notice a pattern here, by the way? The pattern is that as many times as they were told no, they kept going. Now, aren't these the same women that like to preach that no is no? Whatever happened to no is no? Does no is no longer apply when it's something that you want? Right? But you're the first one to say no is no. No means no. Whatever the hell you want to say. No means no. Meanwhile, these people told you no multiple times and you still kept doing it. You still kept doing it. So no clearly doesn't mean no, at least not according to these women, when it comes to something that they want to take advantage of. It's absolute hypocrisy. But anyway, a few weeks later, Collective Shout crafted an open letter with 8 global partners and experts to mainstream payment processors. NCOSE was a proud co-signer of this letter, calling on these processors to stop profiting from R-word and incest games. These games endorsing men's, by the way, again, not even men's, because a ton of women play these games, okay? We know of a bunch of female gamers that absolutely play these games and then some. And all of those women are being ignored. This is part of the reason why I title my videos This Female Gamer, so that when people like Collective Shout want to complain about the video's existence, I want them to admit that they're complaining about a female gamer participating in content like this. I want them to admit that. This is why they ignore the videos, because they know that they have to then eventually confront the idea that women absolutely partake in this content. They do. They do. But in any case, we do not see how facilitating payment transactions and deriving financial benefit from these violent and unethical games is consistent with your corporate values. In mission statements, the letter states, we request that you demonstrate corporate social responsibility and immediately cease processing payments on Steam and itch.io and any other platforms hosting similar games. 5 days later, after this letter was sent, Steam implemented a new policy stating developers cannot publish content that may violate the rules and standards set forth by Steam's payment processors and related card networks and banks, or internet network providers, in particular, certain kinds of adult-only content. It was after the implementation of this policy that Steam began deleting the R and incest games. Here are a few examples of the games that were removed. In response to pressure from payment processors, itch.io delisted all 20,000 not safe for work games for review. This led to a surge in abuse towards Collective Shout, including doxing and violent threats. So it's not doxing if your entire fucking public name and profile picture is on your company website. People going to your company website, you absolute retards, is not doxing. Right? That's just like, that is such unbelievable fucking cope. It's insane. And keep in mind, these are also the people that are advocating for the age verification, ID submitting, doxing of yourself. These are the people that are advocating for that stuff. So you guys have absolutely no right to complain about the shit that you advocate for. Let's get that out the way. But in any case, there has been an unconscionable level of aggressive threats launched against the women at Collective Shout, which, by the way, you guys launched an entire campaign of threats against Steam, itch.io, multiple payment processors, all their partners. You guys were levying threats against every single one of them, but because you think you're women, you think that you're not being threatening. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You guys are obviously don't know what no means no. You don't know what that means, right? It's very clear, which I think, again, is hilarious considering that you're the first ones to say that. No means no. And you don't know what no means. But anyway, after Steam and itch.io took action, these women have received death and R-word threats, including threats to their children. Yeah, again, from the same people, right, who decided to comment on Smash JT talking about the situation, and you bitches brought up Smash JT's family. Nobody else brought up his family. You brought that shit up. You're the one who said Smash JT, husband and father. What the fuck was the point of bringing that up in a conversation that had nothing to do with it? So spare me with that bullshit about, oh, they're threatening my children. You brought that shit up. You did that. You did that to him. Nobody else did that to him. So miss me with that shit, you fucking hypocrites. You absolute fucking hypocrites. Every single one of you are hypocrites. This is inexcusable behavior. If it is, then you should condemn the person who decided to call out Smash JT's family that had nothing to do with it. It also ironically serves to prove Collective Shout's point that games like these fuel or at least cater to aggressive attitudes and behavior. I would argue that an aggressive attitude and behavior is when somebody is being told no and they don't stop. Wouldn't you argue that? Wouldn't you argue that? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen you argue that. Right? When it comes to sexual abuse, well, it seems like you guys don't know what the fuck no is. It seems like you guys are practicing aggressive attitudes and behaviors. But again, because you have an actual vagina, I suppose, even though it's a little bit dusty and hasn't been used in a while, I suppose that you guys think that you're above all of that, approach, I suppose. Nothing merits the kind of blatant harassment, which you have done, threats, which you have done, and blackmail, which you have done to try to get your way against the payment processor that these people have sent to Collective Shout. The content that they have sent these women includes some of the worst statements I've ever seen in my life. In response to the backlash, Caitlin Ropich stated the intention is to make us frightened, to make us fearful, and to get us to shut up. We're not going to be threatened and bullied out of advocating for women and girls. But you're okay with threatening and bullying people out of advocating for what they want to advocate for. Interesting how that works. Responding to concerns for the gaming community. Oh yeah, let's see this. This is totally not a gaslight. Some in the gaming community expressed concern that this could lead to the censorship of other games, such as ones displaying violence or LGBTQ themes, which, by the way, there's already been confirmation that LGBTQ games have been taken down. I literally talked about a horror game called Vile Exhumed that was made by a female developer that wanted to talk about misogyny and sexual abuse in her own way by creating a mostly text-based video game that talked about the subjects. And because of your new policy, it got taken down. You guys got a female developer's game taken down because you didn't agree with the sentiment and you thought it was a male-oriented video game, you absolute morons. But it says, but there is really no comparison to generally violent games or LGBTQ content, and this violent and hateful content targeted at women. So let me get this straight. If there was a furry game, let's just say an LGBTQ game, let's say there was an LGBTQ game that featured incest or R-word, you're not going to take it down? Really? Really? That's what you want us to believe? That you're not going to take it down? Because guess what? You're full of shit. You already took it down. There's so many examples of those games being taken down, and yet you want to sit up here and say that, oh, it has nothing to do with violence or LGBTQ. You have taken down violent games, and you have taken down LGBTQ games. You've already done that. So you can't sit up here and say you're not going to do it when you've already done it. Games like No Mercy encourage players to sexually torture every female character and rewarded them for doing so. It was promoted with language that become every woman's worst nightmare. My colleague Lily Morick proposed an interesting thought experiment here. You realize that statements like this are pretty much in almost every dark fantasy book that women goon to nonstop. Do you realize that? Do you realize that? You guys are fucking hypocrites, man. I swear to God, this like moral policing nonsense is such bullshit. Imagine that instead the game was designed to have people hunt down and torture every LGBTQ character or every person of color. Would we not vehemently condemn such a game and call for its removal? Why then should it be different if the game's target is women? Well, ironically, you guys would have no issues if you were hunting down and destroying white men. I'm sure you have no issue with that, right? Zero issue. So wouldn't that be a little bit hypocritical? Why? Just because it's a person of color or an LGBTQ character, apparently they can go through the same thing that white men go through in video games often? Is that like a thing, I guess? You guys want to be special. This is the thing. You want to be special. You claim that men have all the power, and you so desperately want to feel like you have the power. You want to feel what it feels like to have this power that you've made up in your mind. But the simple truth is that there is no power for you to have. You guys are absolutely fucking psychotic, and people are calling you out on your bullshit. People have been calling you out on your bullshit for years, and now it's absolutely blowing up in your face because you decided to go after the biggest entertainment medium in the world. You guys have no idea the shit that you stepped in. Then they decide to gaslight you, and they decide to say this isn't about censorship. It's about protecting women and girls by not promoting games based on their sexual torture. But you will promote a movie about underage girls twerking for their producers or something. Like you're okay with that, right? You're fine with looking at like 11-year-olds doing the little, cha-cha-cha, whatever. You're perfectly fine with that, I suppose. But, adult games with fake characters that aren't real, that nobody's even heard in because it's pixels, that apparently is too much, even though it's legal, by the way. It's legal content. That's too much, I suppose. Fucking hypocrites. It's actually content like that silences and suppresses women while you are actively silencing and suppressing women fighting against you, by the way. By not even acknowledging that people like Savvy exist, that people like Lumi exist. There are so many women that are on X right now fighting against Collective Shout, and they don't even want to pretend like they exist. They won't even acknowledge them. And then when they do talk to them, they don't even bring up their sex or gender. They will actually, what they would do is they will deflect, and they'll say, here you are, person, defending men's desire to, and they'll just deflect it back to men. That's what they'll do. The extreme backlash from fans of these games threatening the female advocates with R-word and death threats demonstrate this reality. This is why I have decided to not put my name on this blog. Oh, wait a second. Now we're getting into the stunning and brave. Now we're getting into the stunning and brave aspect of this particular story. So you are supposedly the female gamer. You are the one who is the authority on everything happening right now and how supposedly disgusting it is for all of this to be going down. And you're the one trying to tell the real story about all of this. But you don't even want to put your name on it. Okay, I guess. I understand. I get it. Listen, you're allowed your anonymity. No problem. Perfectly fine. But now we know that the likelihood of this being fake is astronomically higher. Now we know that you're not really a female gamer. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. What do you play? Candy Crush? You have no idea. You are just another activist that's out here trying to be the official voice for whatever, conversation around censorship is right now. R-word games place a user as the rapist, enabling them to virtually abuse another character, turning them into an active participant, arguing that removing the R-word games will somehow lead to the censorship of all violent or LGBTQ content is a Chicken Little argument. If that is the case, then why did itch.io take down every single game? I'm just saying, why is there horror games being taken down right now? If it's a Chicken Little argument, then riddle me this, Chicken Little. Why did horror games get taken down recently? Why is that? Because it featured imagery that was just a little bit too hard for you, right? A little bit too hard for you, even though what you think of in your mind when you're reading your books is probably twice as worse. But because you actually saw it, you had to admit to yourself that you were gooning. Instead of when you're reading a book, you could just pretend to be morally superior. If somebody walks by and sees you reading, you could just be like, oh, yeah, it's just a book. Meanwhile, in your mind, you're getting fucking railed by vampires and orcs. Like, save me this bullshit, man. It misrepresents the purpose of this campaign and suggests that sexual abuse games are the necessary price we must pay to protect creative freedom. No. As long as the content is legal, then that is all that we need to know to protect the creative freedom of people who want to make certain content. Just because you don't want to participate in it, and let it be known, I don't participate in these Gooter games, that's not what it's about. It's about the simple truth that we have already seen, that it's not just about the Gooter games. You will go past the Gooter games because if you are given an inch, you will take the entire planet. That is the problem. And we all know it. We all see it coming. It's already happened. And this is why people are fighting against you. Most of the people fighting against this shit don't even play these games. That's the ironic thing about all this. But you want to put everybody into a little bubble because it's easier for you to misrepresent the entire situation. Another concern raised by the gaming community is that the incident shows payment processors have too much power. However, like any business, it is within the payment processor's right to see, oh, here we go with the private company thing. Here we go with the private company thing. It is within the payment processor's right to see supporting content that harms their brand, violates policies, or increases liability. If they don't want to fund the games, they don't have to. Oh, here we go. Major corporate shilling. I'm sure you would feel the same exact way if they did it for something you enjoy. I am sure you would feel the same exact way, right? Then suddenly it wouldn't be about my private company, right? That is such an absolute fucking cope, man. These people want to pretend as if it being a private company is somehow the ultimate gotcha. It's like, oh, they're a private company. It doesn't matter. No, they're a global company. At this point, the majority of the population is in some form of credit card debt. It has been argued many times the importance of these companies to the point where they are considered essentially to be non-negotiable at this point. They're not considered to be something that you could just go without. They control almost the entire supply of the world's money outside of cryptocurrency. So you guys arguing about private I cannot wait. I cannot wait if there ever comes a day where law passes that makes these companies non-negotiable and essential, where they can't pull this shit. They can't just debank you or take things away from you because my private company, get the fuck out of here with this shit. It's so obvious. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have read enough. And I think we all understand at this point that this particular article was written by somebody within NCOSE or somebody within Collective Shout that is not an actual gamer. This is just an activist that is writing this article to try to pretend as if they are the authoritative voice over what happened, with Collective Shout and what happened with NCOSE and what happened with payment processors. They're trying to spin the story like most modern gaming journalists try to spin stories about groups like Sweet Baby Inc. and whatnot. We've seen this strategy before, and it always fails every single time because, quite frankly, nobody listens to you guys. You guys don't have a following. You guys don't mean a fucking thing in the public space. The people that actually have followings, the people that actually have voices, they're going to be heard over yours. And people are going to know exactly what actually happened here. And you're going to deal with the bullshit and the fallout from you guys trying to censor, again, the biggest entertainment medium in the entire world. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this article? Is it bullshit? Is it not? Are they telling the truth? Are they not? Whatever it may be, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Damn, man, I got a little bit heated there. Whoops. Must be Mercanti. I doubt it. Exactly. Future Boy is 100% right. Fucked up part is we use debit cards, not credit cards. It's our fucking money. Exactly. You're 100% spot on. All right, we got one more topic that we need to cover, boys. One more topic we need to cover. But let's catch up on Super Chats really quick, and then we're going to get to the last topic. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Where are we at? We got Crystal Hearts for a 10-banger. I just want to say I thank you for keeping up on all the news, no BS. Just pure, raw, truthful content. I have badass anxiety for days, and everyone here is maybe happy in these times. Peace all. Hey, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that, Crystal Hearts. Thank you for the 10. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. That seriously means a lot to me. Thank you. Mervoth for 2. Let me ask this gamer. Screenshot proof? You can't, huh? No, they're not going to prove anything, bro. They're not going to prove anything. Hold on, I got to drink water. I went crazy there. Whoops. The Mervoth for 2. Was the male feminist Booty Adams? Oh. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, you found your moo.
He did want them on their podcast, on his podcast. He said Collective Shout is doing amazing work. He wanted them on his podcast until he found out they were anti-LGBTQ, and then he suddenly deleted it. Maybe that's his new move. Mr. Melancholy with it too. They throw rocks and cry with a throwback. True. Is it waifu time yet? Almost. Collective Snout for a 10. No does mean no. Hypnotic. Hypnoinkit. I can't even say that word. We at Collective Shit Idiots believe in the AU oink oink. What the fuck? You filthy oink won't understand how oink. How soft Booty Adams tur burp are. What the fuck is that? That's insane. Thank you for the 10. Future Boy with a 2. The article parrots Tancred Reese word for word. Exactly. I'm telling you, these women lie. They lie. That's why when I saw that it was written by NCOSE, I'm like, where's the author? And I realized, oh, there's no author. That's sus. That's a little bit sus. Dragon with a 5. It's always the Bears with these women. True. And they're always going to lose every time to the Bears. Wired Nadi, hope I said that right, for $9.99. As a 22-year-old woman who started reading dark romance and enjoys them, these people are fucking hypocrites, and I do not claim them. Fucking facts, man. Absolute facts. And this is why I don't take it seriously. Because again, the reason why they're going after gaming is because they know that gaming is a male-dominated hobby. Obviously, there's a ton of female gamers, obviously. But it is still a male-dominated hobby. This is why they're not going after books, right? Because they know that is heavily dominated by women, right? They know that. So it would be a really bad look if the female advocacy group is going after one of the number one forms of entertainment for women, which is romance books. They know that. So they're going after video games because it is the easier target for them to claim moral superiority. It's just the fucking truth. People can fight that all they want, but it's the truth. I've seen people literally lie and say, oh, no, women aren't the number one audience for dark romance books. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up, man. You guys are so you have to stick to your ideology so bad that you're willing to just make up bullshit to stick to it instead of just admitting you were wrong. You're just willing to stick to it no matter what. It's insane. Machine XP for a 5. Wait, what? Hogue Law did a good stream on this. He's a lawyer. He said this is dangerous times. It starts with the weird porn games, then they target the GTAs. Oh, 100%. 100%. They're absolutely going to target the GTAs. 1,000%. Thank you for the 5, brother. I appreciate that, Machine XP. I've never seen that person, but I'll check out Hoeg Law. Actually, let me write that down. Let me write that down. Hold on. Put in my notepad, Hoeg Law. Yeah, all right. I wrote it down. I want to check that out later. Demon Carol with a 5. Guessing that those emails threatening them were from the @RapeAllWomen domain like the last time. Yes, they were from the fake domain that didn't return anything. Yep, exactly. 100%. Collective Snout with a 2. We are women, not pigs. Oink. FYI. Nadi. I don't know how to say that. I tried already. Dark Exile with a 10. GG, you got to 95K. Time for 100 and a shiny thing to stash at home. Thank you so much, Dark Exile. Yes, we are grinding, man. Ever since the last segment. You know what's ironic? I actually lost subscribers during that last segment. I lost 2 subscribers. So clearly I must have offended 2 people during that last segment covering the Collective Shout thing, which I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe I went a little bit hard, but that's all right. We're still at 95,064. So if you guys aren't subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe. We could replace them fairly quickly, usually anyway. We'll replace them fairly quickly. Don't worry. Fuck them. Yeah, that's how I usually view it. I don't care much for fair weather subscribers. Oh, replaced. I'm sorry. That made me laugh. That made me laugh. Replaced. All right. Well, there's that. There's that. That's done. Oh, wait, we gained one. We gained one. Replaced and +1. Thanks. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. That's great. Oh, my God. Wait, we jumped up to 7. Wait, what? Bro, 95.70. All right, we're well past replacing now. Lone Fro says, I replaced. Thank you, Lone Fro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. That was funny. That was funny. Oh, another one. Guys, let's keep pushing as hard as we can, man. Machine says, didn't realize I wasn't sub. Listen, if you're watching right now, please check if you are subscribed. Don't assume you're subscribed. Ah, come on. Who was it? Who was it, bitches? Don't assume you are subscribed, because the truth is that even if you were, there's a good chance that YouTube, thank you, Damien. There's a good chance that YouTube will unsubscribe you. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. Don't be surprised. Okay. So always check, like, just periodically check, because they really do that. And I don't know why they do that. It's the weirdest thing. People say it's a bug, it's a glitch, but I don't really believe that. I don't really believe that at all. Thank you, Anthony Dixon. I appreciate that, man. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where the fuck? Oh, right here. Anthony Dixon. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. All right, let's get into the last topic. Damn, the number's going up fast. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit, guys. And don't forget to like the stream too, man. Like the stream too. Let's do it. Less than 5,000 to go. Yep. Less than 5,000 to go, boys. Less than, I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it right now. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it right now. And you can hold me to it, because I'm a man of my word when I say this shit. At 100K, we're gonna do a 100K celebration stream, and we're gonna give out $1,000 worth of video games. I'm gonna do giveaways. I've done it many times before, and I'll do it again. I will host an entire stream where we give out $1,000 worth of video games. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So if you guys subscribe, and no, I'm not talking about Gooner games. I'm gonna let you pick your game, and whatever it adds up to, it adds up to. So if people pick cheaper games, that means more games get put out there. But it's gonna be on Steam. Has to be on Steam. I'm sorry. I'm a Steam guy. I apologize. I'm sorry. But I'll give out $1,000 worth of video games until I spend $1,000. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I'll do that at 100K. I'll do that at 100K. I'll probably do more, but $1,000 is what I'm announcing. All right. Are we caught up? Let's see. Are we caught up? It has to be Steam. I have no way to get you a console game. I'm sorry. It has to be Steam. It is what it is. It has to be Steam. If Hypno says it's gonna happen, no, it's gonna happen. Absolutely. Time to find a cheap game. Lol. Well, yeah. I mean, if people give cheaper games, that means more games will be gifted out. If somebody picks $100 fucking deluxe edition, then obviously, it is what it is. But there's no limit. Just no hardware. Has to be a game. Thank you again, Dark Exile. Then we got Collective Pout. Are you serious? Are you serious? For a 5, uncontrollable sobbing. We're the victims, not you, whose games we stole. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Collective Pout, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What if someone requests a Gooner game? I'll gift it. I'll gift it. No love for GOG. I don't have a GOG account. I never have. Never had a GOG account. Yeah, I'll gift it. If somebody wants a Gooner game, I'll gift it. I don't care. That's the whole point. If they win the giveaway, then they choose their game. They choose their game. Can someone give me a rundown of the last 2 hours? Yeah, I got you. I got you right now. I have a catch-up clip. Where is it? Hold on. All right, here's a rundown of the last 2 hours. pretty accurate. it's pretty accurate. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. A whole lot of good and a whole lot of gay. It's pretty accurate. Oh man, I fucking love that clip, bro. Yo, Blackguard with the 10 memberships, bro. Holy Shout out to Blackguard, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. People are asking how to enter the game giveaway, bro. First off, we're not anywhere close to 100,000. Unless one of you, listen, tomorrow's video that's going up about Collective Shout is going to be spicy. Okay, you just heard it. You got a sneak peek, right? If you could get that video to get reacted to by any big streamer, then chances are we might hit 100K much faster. But we're not going to do the game giveaway. We're not going to do the game giveaway until we hit 100K. And when we do, you just have to be there at the stream. You're automatically entered when you're in the stream. Because I'm going to pull from names automatically. I have a giveaway tool. I used it many times before. It pulls names from Rumble and YouTube. And then it selects a winner. And we'll just keep doing that until we spend $1,000. That's basically it. That's basically it. So, so you don't got to worry about that. Just be there at the 100K stream if we get it anytime soon. Collective Snout for a 2. Jokes aside, running out of cash. Have a good one, bro. Collective Snout, bro. You did not have to go so crazy, bro. I appreciate it. I really do. But sincerely, if you're running out of cash, you don't got to do it, man. The joke is hilarious. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. We owe the Soviet Union an apology. That's crazy. All right. Let's see. Maybe do the game giveaway during a big sale. It depends. So we have the autumn sale that usually shows up. So depending on when we hit 100K, we might be able to do it during a big sale, and then even more games go out, which actually is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. You want me to announce it on X? No, you don't got to announce it on X, bro. You don't got to announce it on X. Just, we're not even anywhere close. Don't worry about it, guys. I just want to put that out there so that people, they have that incentive. You guys know I do it. I don't do it super often. I do it like 3 or 4 times a year. Usually around the holidays. I try to give out like a ton of games during the holidays so that people can play games during the holidays and try to have a nice Christmas. I try to give out, as much as I fucking can. But I appreciate it. I really do. All right. Let's check Rumble really quick. Rumble, what are you guys doing? Deadeye's locked for $1. All these collective variants is yelling louder moos and Adam's L's. True. Venectus Prime with a 2. Not so fun fact. Your brain being exposed to rapidly pulsating electromagnetic fields can cause anxiety, anger, and poor judgment. So put the cell phone down. Ouch. Damn, random facts. You know what that reminds me of? You guys remember from Saturday Night Hypnosis, the amazing clip that I made for Real Life Fake Wizard with his Kotaku facts? Did you guys ever see the Kotaku facts? Did you guys ever see that? How many people in the chat saw the Kotaku facts from SNH? You didn't see it? Bro, it's an amazing clip. It's so simple. It's so simple. Nini says, why do you have more than one channel? Well, because YouTube's gay, number one. They punish you if you try to do anything outside of what you are blowing up for, right? So if I'm doing commentary, if that's my focus, I cannot then do a gaming stream because then it will be massively suppressed. I've tried it, and it doesn't work. It gets super suppressed. I'll get more notifications and viewers on a separate channel, which is what I did. So I separated my content, diversified it, if you will, and made it so that people who want gaming can go to Hypnotic Gaming Live. People who want commentary can stay on this channel. People who want manga and anime collection and all that stuff, they can go to my manga channel. I have 3 channels for 3 different things that I enjoy. That's what I have it for. So that way everybody can go into their respective, channels and enjoy whatever. Where am I at? Fuck. Vindictus Prime says, I can't wait to have to verify my ID in order to be allowed to sleep. True. Sounds about accurate. It's kind of sad, but sounds about accurate. Oh, you guys want to see the Kotaku clip? Sure. Here you go.
It is now time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. Welcome to Kotaku Facts, brought to you by the real-life fake wizard. He's not really a wizard, guys.
Accurate. And Kotaku's gay. That's the fact. Kotaku's gay. That's the fact. I love this clip. I'm going to make a clip similar to that for Retard of the Day. And that's going to be for this channel, for this particular stream. Anti-Federalists paying with it too. If they were actually receiving all these threats, they will publish them. Well, they did, but then it was from a fake email. So that kind of went nowhere. I see threats and harassment the same way I see a person failure with the situation. It means we made it the fuck up. Yeah, they're basically like female Juicy Smollett. You know what I mean? They're literal female Jussie Smolletts. That's what they are. Anti-Federalists paying with $1. Fucking Nintendo. Sigh. Palin delivers a rich and immersive experience where base building, combat, exploration, and evolution blend into one dynamic and strategic journey being sold on Switch. Fucking Nintendo. Adair sold to win $1. It's always about the man. It's always about the man for these psychopaths because they make it so easy to blame them. But women are also talking about this as well. And there's V2 females as well. There you go. Vindictus Prime with a 5. Academia teaches people how to think and what to think, not to think in general. A game is a set of rules by which to obtain an objective. It requires free thought and adaptation. That's why they go after gamers. You know what? That's a fucking well said thing. That's well said, actually. And the Anti-Federalist Pain with a 10. Hypno, you're the hardest working guy on YouTube. Thanks for all the content. It's always fun. Hey, no worries, bro. No worries. I enjoy it. I enjoy everything I do. I enjoy my commentary channel. It's crazy, man, because people like to say, oh, all you do is cover negative stuff. It ain't negative to me. It ain't negative to me to cover the bullshit that's happening majoritively in the gaming industry or sometimes in the world in general, depending on what we're talking about. This one happens to be a more global topic. But yeah, of course, I cover the gaming industry all the time. And I talk about the positive shit too. Unfortunately, there isn't much positive to talk about. When there is, I cover it. You know, I was talking about Expedition 33 in length. Literally in length. I've covered many video games that I enjoy here. Sometimes we just nerd out and we talk about video games from the past that we enjoy. We do it all the time. But thank you, Anti-Federalist Pain. I appreciate you, man. I enjoy doing this, bro. My manga channel, I enjoy very much. My gaming channel, I love doing Griffcast. I love doing Griff. It's so fun. Griffcast is so fun. Have I done the last topic? No, because I'm busy hanging out and talking to people. Because people are awesome and they distract me. All right, let's do the last topic, man. Let's do the last topic. Where are we at? Let's see. Where are we at? Let's talk about, ironically, Microsoft. Let's talk about Microsoft. This is going to be an interesting topic. I didn't even realize that this was even going down. But apparently, it is, right? So, apparently, this is Raven Software Union ratifies first contract with Microsoft, which is very interesting. We were covering, what was it? About a few weeks ago, we were covering how they're trying to unionize more of the gaming industry. They're trying to unionize more of the gaming industry. Especially after all the layoffs that happened that just felt at the industry in general. So the developers are trying to get smart and they're trying to unionize to fight against the layoffs. I don't agree with it fully. I don't like the idea of unions completely. I understand that some people do, and that's fine. But me personally, I always think that you should be, not that you should be always worried about losing your job, but you should always be thinking about your performance when you're at your job. Everybody's allowed a bad day, of course. Everybody's allowed a couple of bad days, of course. But if you are taking advantage of your job and purposely just being the lazy fuck out of the entire group, I feel like you should be fired relatively easily. I feel like I shouldn't have to go through fucking loopholes and backflips in order to fire your ass. That's me personally. I've always been that way. But I understand some people are not like that. I get that. I totally get that. So everybody's allowed their opinion on unions. That's not what this video is going to be about. I'm not going to give my opinion on unions. I just want to talk about this entire situation that's happening with Raven Software. So let's go over it, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's video, we're going to be talking about Raven Software Union. Apparently, this is the first contract that has been struck up with Microsoft. And I want to go over the details because this is actually pretty important for the gaming industry right now. I don't know if you guys are aware. I know I got a lot of new viewers. But the simple truth is that this particular gaming industry is being unionized heavily now because of what happened prior with all the layoffs in 2024 and also the layoffs that have happening in 2025. Because of all these layoffs, a lot of these developers are trying to unionize in order to protect their jobs. They're also trying to protect their jobs from the implosion, or the explosion, I should say, not implosion, of AI. AI is becoming obviously way more popular. And ironically, we even saw Microsoft be one of the first people to fire a ton of developers and replace them with AI. So I think it's pretty damn funny that they are one of the first ones to get contracted with Raven Software with a union. So let's talk about this entire debacle and see what's going on here. So members of the Games Workers Alliance at Raven Software have officially voted unanimously to ratify its first union contract with Microsoft. Announced on Monday, this contract comes after more than 3 years of organizing and bargaining between the two parties. 3 years to come together for a contract. And it just goes to show just how much these studios, or, game studios, whatever, are going to fight against unionization. They don't want this, right? A lot of corporations, to be fair, don't want unions, but Microsoft, I gotta imagine, definitely doesn't want, to deal with this bullshit. But in any case, announced on Monday, again, it came after 3 years between the two parties. And per the terms of this new contract, union members will receive a guaranteed 10% wage increase over 2 years, with additional raises throughout merit and promotions. These new wage increases come after going a year and a half without raises and 45 months with no promotions whatsoever. On top of that, there is now a mandatory 7-day notice for any mandatory overtime, and no excessive overtime on back-to-back weeks, and no mandatory overtime of any duration for the majority of weeks in a quarter. So one of the things that developers complain about a lot, by the way, is crunch. Everybody knows that, right? People complain about crunch all the time because it's very popular in some studios more than others, but it's very popular. It's one of these things where these developers, unfortunately, are not managed very well. They end up just lollygagging half the time. And then when it comes down to meeting deadlines, all of a sudden they need to rush in order to meet it because they were too busy fucking around initially when they had all the time in the world. Nobody panics until it's the last day of their goal, and then all of a sudden everybody wants to go crazy. Other parts of the contract include the following: bridging of the time worked as a temporary or contract employee, defined job descriptions, which means that these developers were probably being told to do things that were outside of their supposed job description. So they didn't want to tell their managers no out of the threat of being fired. And now they're demanding that they get specific job descriptions so that these people at work can say, well, that's not my job. You already know that's coming. A fair promotion process, which I don't think is ever going to be fair, according to these people. I got to imagine that these people probably think the world's out to get them. So chances are the idea of a fair promotion process, I don't really think they're ever going to have one. I don't think they're ever going to agree on one, to be honest with you. Expanded disability accommodations, which I feel like Microsoft already did, but maybe there's more. I really don't know. Layoff protections, including severance, which they've already been doing. Recall rights, generous COBRA subsidies, and career transition services, which they have already been doing that as well. One of the things I talked about with the gaming industry is that it is one of the industries that, for all intents and purposes, does take care of the people that they fire. At least at the very basic level. They do offer everybody severances for the most part. Most studios do this, and they offer career transition services also to try to help them get jobs. But the simple truth is that the people getting fired are part of the bloat. So if all the bloat is getting fired and getting rid of, then there's no replacements that need to be had, right? You're not talking about people getting fired and then the position getting filled by someone else. People are getting fired and getting replaced by AI. There is no position to replace. So you could get all the career transition services you want, But the truth is that these jobs are going away. They're not just being replaced, they're going away entirely. But anyway, from day one, we made it a priority to include every voice in the room. And the contract we came out with reflects what we need: better pay, real career paths, and protection from burnout. Raven Software QA tester and bargaining committee member Aaron Hall said, "It's a contract that actually values the work QA does. I'm proud of what we accomplished, and I hope it shows other game workers that organizing works and it's worth it." And keep in mind, it might work. Yeah, it's worth it. But damn, man, 3 years to come to a contract, and in those 3 years, you didn't get any pay raises and any promotions. I don't know. I suppose CWA District 4 Vice President Lenita Hinton added, by reaching an agreement with Microsoft that puts limits on excessive sustained overtime, also known as crunch, which is what I said earlier in the video, these members are tackling one of the most exploitative practices in the industry and setting new standards for quality assurance testers and video game workers overall. So I don't know what this is going to mean for the future of other studios. I am sure that there are going to be other unions within the gaming industry that are going to look at this particular situation and try to base their future contracts on it. I'm sure that's going to be a thing. It might not be to the same numbers because nobody's as rich as Microsoft, but it will be something similar in terms of execution. And I'm sure they're going to try to utilize this particular moment to try to get similar benefits for other developers that might be under a union. There still isn't many developers that are under a union, but the ones that are wanting to be under one, I'm sure they're going to try to advocate for something like this. So we'll see what ends up happening. But again, most of the stuff that they already asked for was already happening, aside from the increased pay and whatever the hell a fair promotion process means. Because again, I don't think they can really find one. But you guys can let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this moment in time with Microsoft and the Raven Software company? What do you think is going to happen in the future of the gaming industry? Do you see unions becoming even more common and popular? I personally do, just considering all the layoffs that has happened and how multiple studios have fired people, been completely shut down. I'm sure they're trying to find ways to save their jobs. These people will do literally anything other than become better developers. That's my personal opinion. They'll do literally anything other than try to become better developers and just better creators in general. But you guys let me know. What do you think in the comments down below? And again, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like and the subscribe button. And I will see you guys on the next one. And that's it, boys. That is the last topic of the evening. Let's catch up on Super Chats. We still have almost 700 of you watching on YouTube, and we have an enormous almost 60 of you watching on Rumble. Thank you guys so much for supporting. What I will say is, before we get into the waifu battle, before some of you leave because you don't like titties, just to remind you, since a lot of you are new, I stream every single day, Sunday through Friday, Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream Saturday Night Hypnosis, a panel show, every single Saturday without fail, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 3 hours plus. And I also do a gaming stream on Hypnotic Gaming Live, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. We review games live for everyone to see. So consider joining that content. And if you like manga and anime, I also have a pretty decent manga channel, almost 13,000 subscribers over there. Consider joining that too, Hypnotic Manga, if you like that shit. If not, go tell me to fuck myself. It's fine. It's fine. But we do a lot. I stream every single day, literally 7 days a week, almost without fail. I take like 1 or 2 days off a month if I'm lucky. And yeah, that's basically it. All right. Let's catch up. Wait, what? Final Fantasy XI was my first MMO. WoW came out 2 years later. Bro, man, don't get me started. Don't get me started on talking about Final Fantasy XI, please. Please. It's gonna be a lot. And a coffee no, there is no coffee company. There is no coffee company. Stop the lie. There is no coffee company. Stop the lie, you bastard. Oh man, guys, we're 10 subscribers away from 95.1. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. We just hit 95 today. It's wild, man. Thank you so much. All right, where are we at? So we got Kalika Gamer for 375. Titan Quest 2 is good. No, we was Greeks and shit. Titan Quest 2 is pretty awesome. Ron DFK, thank you for the 375. Ron DFK for a 569. You're a pile of poo with a face stream. Made me sub. Then got a gift sub. I had to stick around because Hypno's cool as fuck. Keep gooning, keep being bigots. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the Jaffe stream. How's Jaffe doing, by the way? How's he doing? He's still desperate for attention? How's that going? Blue White Scorpio with it too. My investment in the coffee company. Bro, there's no coffee company. Bro, people are really going to start like pushing this coffee nonsense. Demon Carol with it too. Hypnotic brand coffee. It's spectacular. Oh, it definitely would be. It would be spick and spantacular. I swear to God. It really would if I had a coffee company, but I don't. So there you go. There you go. Let's check Rumble. Rumble. We got Anti-Federalists paying with $1. Sitting in front of a computer is hard. I deserve more pay. Let's work in more benefits. E1 sailor on an M2 50 cal in a blizzard for 16 hours straight. Stares dumbfounded. Fair. But also, to be fair, there's different levels of hard. I've had this conversation with Leon. I remember he was having this conversation on his stream with his viewers, and people were like all over the place with their own thoughts. But streaming has its own challenges, for sure. There's no doubt about it. That's not to say that it's the hardest job in the world, right? Because there's different levels of like what's hard. Some jobs are mentally hard. Some jobs are physically hard. Some jobs are both, right? But everything has its challenges. You know what I'm saying? But absolutely nothing compares to doing what you just fucking mentioned, right? So I agree. Collective snout for it too. I recommend Abiotic Factor. We is science and shit. I thought you were done, bro. Stop, man. Save the money. Tiger King for $4.99. Unions are of the devil. So is Microsoft. It's marriage made in hell. Just order some Hypno coffee, empanada blend. That sounds like a good blend. That sounds like a good blend. I gotta admit, if I had a coffee company, I definitely would have an empanada blend. There's no doubt about that. Zero doubts about that. All right. Wait. Anti-Federalists paying with $1. Hypno Cafe, Bigot Brew. I would definitely have something called Bigot Brew, for sure. And Waifu Shakes. I would have Waifu Shakes, for sure. For sure. Look at this. Mr. Rouge, everyone deserves his daily dose of Hypno. Coffee slogan. Stop. I don't have a coffee company. You guys are going to make the company yourself. I can already see it happening. All right. Listen, man, ears are on. I forgot to put the ears on. Let's fucking waifu battle, bro. Let's go. All right, boys, waifu battle is here. Now, today's waifu challenger is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting one. I wonder where people would fall with this one. For reasons, and I'll get into it. I'll get into it after the fact. But we have a consistent champion, man. She has been fucking destroying. I mean, she destroyed. I still can't believe it. She destroyed Hinato from Naruto, which is wild, by the way. But Mocha is still the waifu battle champion, which is crazy. Still. So let's go over the rules of engagement, and then we're going to bring out the challenger that's going to try to take the belt from Mocha. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way they're going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first before anything else. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu, regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Mocha, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I know we don't understand the rules. I know. All right, listen, man. This particular waifu, she is brand new on the scene, boys. She is brand new on the scene. She's got a game that's not even out yet. She was recently discovered. She's lacking in some departments, but thanks to AI, we made her goonable. This particular challenger caused a bit of an uproar when she was first seen on the internet. But maybe she's got some simps. Maybe. Everybody likes a girl in glasses. All right, boys. The challenger that is going to go up against Mocha is going to be none other than the one and the only brand new girl on the block. Game is not even out yet. Grace from Resident Evil 9, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Grace, brand new girl, or is it going to be Mocha? Let your voices be heard. If you're a Resident Evil fan, perhaps you should vote for Grace. Perhaps you should vote for Grace. She's new on the block, boys. She's new on the block. The game's not even out yet. The game's not even out yet. All right, let's see what we got here. We got Democulus with $1. Get your Hypnoco brand coffee, tea, and cocoa now. Hypnotic's new coffee empire. No! It's not happening. No coffee. Who was the other choice? You just saw it. The girl with the belt. The girl with the belt is the other choice. So either Grace or Mocha. Are you a Resident Evil fan? Or are you a Mocha fan? Half-orc fighter for 14 months. A triangle of hardship. Mental. Emotional. Physical. Most jobs are 1 or 2. True? Absolutely true, half-orc fighter. Absolutely true, man. Thank you so much for 14 months of legendary status, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Skyfire with a $20 banger says, gotta stick by Mocha. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? We need Leon here. Where's Leon to drop a $100 Red Boy Mega Banger and fight for Resident Evil? Where's Leon? Somebody tell Leon that there's a Resident Evil waifu fighting to get in here, man. What is he streaming? Tell him to get his ass in here. Mervoth with a 5 says Mocha. Hers are real, unlike Grace. Oh no, these are very real. These are very real. This is just what's hiding. I've convinced myself this is what's hiding under her coat. Dragon with a 10 Mocha. Wonder with the coffee store talk is because of Mocha. If you go in to make a store, Mocha should be your mascot. Sounds like a terrible idea. Terrible idea. People, there'll be stains everywhere. Speedy Cake with a 10. Collective Snout trying to get that collective clout, but instead got that collective pout. Damn, we got a rapper on our hands. We got a rapper on our hands, man. Hypno, thank you for the 10. Hypno's cat for a 5. Grace, technically she's not new because she's from Resident Evil Outbreak. That is true. That is true, but she's new for most people because let's be real, many people didn't play Outbreak, but a lot of people are going to play 9. So that is true. That is true. Tauric with a 10. Mocha. I didn't even watch the anime, but we don't know anything about how psycho Grace is yet. 10 out of 10 Vamp would. Makes sense. Makes sense. Thank you, Tauric. Mr. Vegeta with a 2. Grace, my God in heaven. See, Mr. Vegeta knows what's up. Alucard with a 2. Mocha, it is what it is. Now give me coffee. Bro, go to Sonya for coffee. I don't have coffee. I don't have coffee. Anti-Federalist Pain on Rumble for a 5. Grace, only because another channel I watch does horrible things to any character named Grace. Oh no. That's lore that I will never understand. Skyfire with a 5 says Mocha times 2. Bro, Skyfire is trying to ensure Mocha's victory. That's what's happening right now. We need a Resident Evil fan. We need a Resident Evil fan to fight hard. Otherwise, Mocha might have a little bit of a domination going on right now. We need a Resident Evil fan. Where are they? Where are the Resident Evil fans? All right, let's bring out Mocha, ladies and gentlemen, to the screen. And let's see what we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. The current champion of the waifu battle. None other than Mocha. Let's start the clock. Let's see who's going to win. Is it going to be your vampire overlord? Or is it going to be Grace from Resident Evil 9, who would probably get eaten by the vampire, but still, let's see. Let's see how this is going to go. Old man Cad, who's supposed to be supervised, is saying unsupervised things. Take the top off on my vote, fucking guy. Mervoth with a 2, Mocha. I'm a Resident Evil fan, but you didn't use Ada or Jill. I have, though, in the past. And people would still vote Mocha anyway. It's kind of how it goes, man. Kind of how it goes. Thank you so much, Mervoth. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, man. Dragon with a $10 yellow boy. Mocha, all the Resident Evil fans are with Lady D now. God damn it. I had Lady D in the waifu battle at one point in time. She didn't do very well. She won the first round. I think she lost the second round after that. You'd be surprised. Beautiful Zexel with a 5. Grace. Leon won't come because it's not Leon Kennedy or Chris Redfield. Oh, damn, you're right. You are right. Fuck. I forgot. BioT-Wolf with a 2. Claire, I like milk in my coffee. Now give me. Bro, I have no coffee to give. I have no coffee to give, man. There's no coffee. You got to go to the quartering for that. Go to the quartering for coffee, man. I don't have any coffee. I have no coffee. Coffee. I got to say it like that. Coffee. Quit holding out on us, Hypno. Give us the coffee. I don't have coffee. We're going to bully you until Hypnotic Coffee Co. is real. I'm not doing a coffee company. Everybody and their mother on YouTube has a coffee company grift. I'm good. I just like playing video games and talking about the gaming industry and books. That's my stuff. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Sharing my passion with people. And if they connect, great. Great. If not, well, that's what the dislike button's for. Hypnotic bourbon, then. I don't drink. Gamer coffee? Oh, man. Are we leaving Grace out to dry? Is this what's happening right now? Def Cracker with a 2 says Mocha brand coffee. Oh, man. I think Mocha fans are very comfortable right now. I think they got this win in the bag. At least that's what they're thinking anyway, and they're not voting anymore. That's it. They think they got it in the bag. They've done everything they have to do to make sure their girl is champion, and that's it. Crash Collins with a 2 on Rumble says, Grace, don't be racist. You need to offer dark roast. There'll be a dark roast. There'll be a dark roast for sure. Nothing wrong with that. Hypno either drinks or smokes. I don't do either. I don't do either. For my own reasons. All right. Jeremy Grafford with a 199. Jeremy Stafford. I said Grafford. Oh my God. Jeremy Stafford, 199 says, Grace, let's fucking go. Let's go. That's 2 votes for Grace. Benedictus Prime for $1. If you like to read books, maybe I'll send you some. Oh, thanks, man. I don't have a PO box though. All right. The final countdown. Round DFK with a 2 says, Mocha, all your channel topics work with coffee. Mr. Vegeta says for a 2, Grace, how about a Hypno credit card company? No. Final countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. they just flat out like, God damn, Grace. Grace was just left to fucking die, bro. Their chair shots weren't even in Grace's favor. Dragon is the last super chat that is going to count. Says Mocha, we just for the snipe. Thank you, Dragon. And then Hypno's Cat with a 50 says Mocha. God damn, absolute destruction. All right, feed the ducks, man. Feed the ducks. Let's, God damn, man. Oh my God. Absolute destruction, man. What happened? Really? This is brutal. Yeah, brutal. You ain't lying. She's left for dead. Shit, if there wasn't so many votes for Grace, I would have banned her ass from the waifu battle. That's insane. Poor Grace, man. Poor Grace. Does that mean her game is not going to sell well? That's crazy. We love our vampire queen. Yeah, I think we're going to have another Akino on our hands. This is rough. This is fucking rough, man. This is rough. She's not left for dead. She's Resident Evil. Oh my God, bro. Peace out, Soul Reaper. Appreciate you, man. I should expect this when not many people know the waifu yet. I figured everybody saw her. I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty rough, man. It's pretty rough. I was expecting more of a fight for Grace. Damn. I gotta put her in the gulag. She's not banned, but she's in the gulag now. That's what's gonna happen. She's in the gulag. Mocha has that energy. Yeah, she got something all right. All right, here we go. The numbers are in. Let's go. Grace with $22.99 against Mocha with $138 flat, which means the winner. And still, waifu battle champion is none other than Mocha, ladies and gentlemen. God damn, bro. It's crazy. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. One more time. And I'm sure there is very, very, very few people coping and seething right now.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that is it for the waifu battle, ladies and gentlemen. Mocha's going to go backstage. She will face off against another waifu tomorrow, Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss it. Dragon for a 5 says, know your place, Grace. Damn, bro, she's dead. Why are you attacking her after she's dead? Why are you attacking her after she's dead, man? Benedictus Prime for $1 says, what genres do you like to read, Hypno? Honestly, I like a lot of different things. Like, one of my favorite mangas is Goodnight Pun Pun. It's one of my favorite by far. But then, I could jump into, like, your typicals. I could jump into Bleach, fucking My Hero, Berserk. You know what I mean? Shonen, Seinen. I could jump into all that stuff. The only thing I don't like is fucking romance stuff. That's it. I have a couple just because they were cheap and easy to collect, and I'm trying to preserve manga history. But aside from that, it's not stuff that I read. You know, but other than that, pretty much down for most stuff. Just no romance shit. All right. Thank you guys so much for the insane support today. Seriously, I appreciate it. We're already at almost 95,100 subscribers. It's absolutely insane, man. We celebrated 95K today We streamed very long today, way longer than we normally do. I got to go like catch up now on time. But seriously, thank you everybody for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, everything. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye. Wait for the raid.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you can't.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
The dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck it, Indiana Jones. Put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck it, Indiana. Put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, sweetie, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns. Fucking pronouns. Fucking gender ambiguity. Fucking current day California shit. 'Cause that's all we fucking know. 'Cause we're boring. We're so fucking boring. Twitter hole. Twitter hole. Get it right.
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.